Hello and welcome everybody into some Wednesday night racing action here at Talladega Superspeedway, where the Vigilante Racing League has their regular season closer. Who will be the final 12 drivers to move on to the chase for that championship? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. We'll bring you more information on that here in just a few moments, but let's get things kicked on off first with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back. As always, we have some great sponsors over here at the VRL that brings this racing action to you, and that would be Blue Fox Properties and Mr. Dave Hot Rod Mayberry. Give Hot Rod a call at 520-850-4189, based out of that Tucson, Arizona area. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, whether in that Tucson area or across the country, be sure to give Dave a call and get yourself some great help, because this housing market is absolutely insane. Don't do it alone, and get yourself a good quality realtor today, and especially give Dave a call there, because there's not a lot of free stuff left in this world, but he'll give you some free time and a free consultation. So definitely reach on out to him. I am Alan Brown, and I am joined by two of my best friends, Mr. Alan English here in the booth with me, and we come back to one of the fastest tracks on the schedule here, Alan, and it's go time for these drivers.
Yeah, for some guys, it's finish well or go home. We're not going to have more than, what did you say, 12 after tonight, competing for a championship. So it's do or die for some of these guys. It's all based on points, so we'll see how everything shakes out at the end of this deal. Anything can happen at Talladega. We all know that from experience. So everybody's kind of got a shot at redemption here tonight. So let's see what happens, and let's see how the cards fall here tonight.
Indeed, as down there on pit road is Mr. Adam Turner, all ready for the action at this plate track here tonight. And Adam, as always, plate tracks are all usually a big-time gamble. You gotta really have luck on your side. When you're trying to control your own destiny, that's not necessarily something you want.
Yeah, these things are a crapshoot. It's like shooting snake eyes in Waco or Choctaw. That's where I shoot snake eyes all the time at Choctaw Bingo. Listen, you got to have a friend here. You have to have several friends here to survive this thing. It will get rocky. It's going to get a little crazy, but you have to stick with your plan. This is where teammates are a blessing for sure. But the old saying, you can go from champ to chump, chump to champ in no time. That's what we're talking about right here. Anybody can win this thing, literally. English has won. I've watched him win these races.
Yeah,
it happens that there's really there's skill involved, but it's a lot of luck. So good luck to these guys out here. I love this type of racing, especially in the trucks. They're really a lot of cool drafting, and we'll talk about it throughout the race. But I'll give you the rules real quick. The 2 fast repairs tonight, that's going to be helpful. 70% fuel, unlimited tires, that's a thing you don't really need. You'll probably only need to change tires once tonight, even though the track is 102. Or now it's down to 94, so should be a fun one, man. I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure.
That indeed, as we take a look at tonight's race info for this 2.5 mile track. Of course, that start finish line, as we always talk about, just a few hundred more yards away from that center. So we get a little bit of extra racing here, and that always leads to some fantastic finishes. But looking at tonight's weather, nice clear skies here in the sunshine, so no issue for these drivers whatsoever. Bringing us down to tonight's key to the race, and man, we are going to touch on it all night long, and it is the final chance to make it into these playoffs. So don't waste it. Make the right moves. Don't get too aggressive, and just hopefully you got Lady Luck on your side.
Yep, it's going to take some luck, and it's going to take some being able to see where the danger is. You know, we're going to see lines start moving around quite a bit, and you got to be able to recognize when something doesn't look right. It's probably not going to turn out right. So, intuition kind of can help you out here if you can notice when something bad is about to happen out there.
Yeah, but the problem is they're getting kind of tunnel vision, I think, at these tracks, and start getting aggressive a little bit too early, and that's when we see some craziness. I'd lay back. If it was me, I'm riding and I want to stay with the lead pack in the rear with the gear and just kind of ride it out and have a good plan for your pit strategy, and you can be literally 20th to first in no time here.
As we see here, drivers up underway in qualifying. We had Chan the Man there celebrating his birthday here tonight. So happy birthday, Chandler. It's got Awesome Paul out there on track right now. Same thing with Albert Anderson in that 740.
What the hell was that?
Who's got a dang flamethrower going on?
Sorry, guys, I forgot to hit mute. I'm trying to get my candles right. You know, I have to have a vibe in here. I use a flamethrower, like the addicts use. You know, when they're lighting a pipe, that's what I use to light my candles. I apologize.
It's a flamethrower. I'm thinking of like what's her name on Blues Brothers? You know, and
Carrie Fisher? No.
Carrie Fisher, yeah.
No, this is just one you can get at your local dollar store. You know. But sorry for, but you know I need vibes, right? I got to surround myself in candles and velvet when I do these races, because this is art to me. This is my art.
This is your art,
and nobody can take it from me.
I thought there was a hot air balloon in my neighborhood or something.
Okay, continue. I'll put it back on mute. I got one more little thing I got to light.
Oh, a 2-candle night at the Turner household here tonight is. We continue to go under qualifying here. Right now, Hot Rod Mayberry sitting on top of that leaderboard. But we're talking thousandths of a second separate him and Albert Anderson for that top spot. Of course, those two guys, if you've ever jumped into the VRL Discord, you'll see them going back and forth all the time. You got David Kelly out on track right now, putting in some lap times here to try to creep up that leaderboard there himself. Dustin really in the 37 machine, rejoining the league out here. He's been off doing some real life racing here for a little bit.
Yeah, he's a real race car driver. Guess he wanted to save his money and come out here and race with us tonight. No, it's expensive. I think he won a race recently somewhere. We're going to have to get those facts straightened out.
Speaking of real life racing also, Dixon Racing Team out there pulling for the 48 out there tonight. And Chris Zofeld is here, our favorite Bond villain, along with Larry Dickerson, who says, "What's up, guys?" Todd Smith's here as well, said this ought to be an awesome race.
Yeah, that's why I was getting all these candles and velvet. I need everything right to do for this artwork that we're about to produce.
You found your zen.
I
or
need
whatever
it.
it is.
Well, it's
Center your chi.
yeah, I'm just trying to bring it on. Like I want to bring on some fights. I want to see some action. I want to see some anger and hatred. And so I think the candles just help the vibe.
As Jesvot launches his way up that leaderboard here, and not too far off, but still just a 100th shy of taking the top spot here. Still have Andrew Player, David Kelly out driving around, getting some bonus laps in here. Let's see, Trevor Robertson is getting ready to take to his lap. Same thing with the 4 of Dion Jones. Only got about 2.5 minutes left, so these guys better get moving on here. They're running out of time.
It takes a little while to get up to speed here in the first lap. Of course, it's not going to be near as quick as your second lap. So
What I don't English, I don't, and Brown too. I don't understand qualifying here by yourself. How do you get much faster than anybody else here? Because it's such a long track. I just don't understand how you can be that much faster.
I'm confused.
I don't know.
What?
Well, because there's no drafting.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just seems like you're running around. You're not.
Well, but
There's not.
this
It's
is-
not hard to.
this-
It's not hard to hit your marks here. I mean,
but you see, this is where the skill comes involved. It's all about minimizing how much input you put into the steering wheel. You gotta min-max how much fuel you use on the first lap to reduce the weight on your second lap. You got a whole bunch of things going on.
yeah. Why didn't y'all tell me this when I was actually racing? I just
guess
put the hammer down at a place like this.
it was more fun watching you start from the back and then wreck everybody trying to plow your way through the field.
Well, that's happened most times, not all the time. I did get a championship at Michigan once.
Hey, if it
or twice.
what's the saying? It works 60% of the time, all the time.
Yeah, something like that.
60% of the time, it works every time.
There you
I
go.
heard that somewhere. Lofi Evans is here saying, "What's up, sponsors? Just got off of work.
Oh,
Well, hurry up there, Earl."
Oh, I saw he was doing some hard work. I was looking at their little Discord thing. He was doing some hard work. He probably needs to rest. I don't know if he's up for racing tonight. That sounded rough. What he got himself into at work. Hard working man.
We wait just final 30 seconds here for qualifying to come to a close. Looks like a lot of people not feeling confident here tonight and just kind of starting towards the back.
Smart move.
That's where I'd be. 100%.
Larry Dickerson asking, "Is it too late to join this league? I've really been enjoying talking to y'all with the interviews on Sunday nights." Go to their Facebook page, Vigilante Racing League, and see if you can send a request to the admins there.
I will say they've only got
And-
3 after tonight. There's only three races left. So
Right, but for
next season.
Yeah, they're wrapping up this season, but definitely get in contact with them. Look them up on the iRacing directory as well. Send them a message, send them a request, let them know you're interested. I think definitely they could probably do something about maybe working you in next season. I know they had a waiting list last season.
Yeah, and they got quite a few rules about your iRating and whatnot.
Yep.
So yeah, just read the rules, message them. They'll let you know. It's a fun league. I know that. We have a lot of drivers here, that's for sure.
that we do as we get all gridded on up here with the 29 of Hot Rod Mayberry getting that pole position. He's going to have 747 Albert Anderson starting on his outside. He will have some help from a teammate, though. The 33 of Jess Vaught for Vigilante Force going to be starting here in third with 37 of Dustin Riley starting in fourth. Fifth, we're going to have the 753 Jeremiah Burke with the 10 of Andrew Cawthon starting on his outside here in sixth. Seventh, we got the 49 of David Kelly with the 14 of Dustin with a Y, Eaton, in the 14 machine starting there in eighth. 68, we have Dustin with an I, Wade. starting here tonight in ninth with the 55 of Ricky Wittenberg, rounding out tonight's starting top 10.
Row number 6 is going to be the 18 of Andrew Player and the 25 of Cody Tarrant. Row number 7 is going to be the 34 of Mike the Spy, Sobanovsky, and the 1 of David Fight. Row number 8 is going to be the 3 of Austin Paul and his brother, the 72 of Chan the Man, the birthday boy, Chandler Paul. Let's see. Row number 9 is going to be Robert Jordan, the 74, and the 57 of Russ Endicott. And rounding out your top 20, row number 10 here, Timothy Pope in the 728 and Mike Adamson in the 751.
63, Josh Oxendine, 21st. 6, Austin Reeves, 22nd. 64, Trevor Robertson, 23rd. Number 2, David Emig. He'll start this thing 24th. 76, Jeff Ottinger, 25th. 48, Jack Dixon, our Canadian neighbor, 26th. 22, Matt Beamer, 27th. 82, Michael Everidge will start 28th. 29th, looks like the 28 of George Rincon. Number 7, Russ Kilgore starts 30th. Number 81, Jonathan Osborne will be 31st. 123, John Gallagher, 32nd. Number 8, Tony Pope, Polk Salad Tony, 33rd. 83, Charlie Herkus, 34th. Deion Jones in the 4 will be 35th. And rounding it out, number 5, Jonah Long.
That is your starting field here tonight for these drivers as they pace behind the pace truck here, getting all stacked up and ready to rumble. Of course, getting some teammates is name of the game, and Vigilante Force up there all scattered throughout the front 5 here. Definitely look like they're going to have some good starting spots, but we got 94 laps to decide things here tonight, and that is going to be a long time away from now. So let's head on down into turns 3 and 4 while we get things all up and running.
Yep, these guys understand that finding that line that's moving is what's going to move you up to the front here. So I suspect early we're going to have some guys switching lanes and stuff up here towards the front.
Oh, they will.
Watch that side-to-side action out there.
They're going to get aggressive early. It happens every time, all the time. 60% of the time is all the time, whatever. We're going to see some movement and people getting kind of greedy early.
Indeed, as the pace truck makes its way on down into pit road, we get ready to rumble here for the first time tonight with Mayberry Anderson leading the lines. We have the green flag out and waving, and away we go side by side. Green flag racing for the first time here tonight at Talladega. We got the 747 originally had a little bit better start there from the 29, but the 29 now finding that extra gear as the 747 kind of drifts back to meet with the 37 of Dustin. Really, everybody's still starting to stay lined up side by side. A big chunk of this field kind of staying a little side by side there towards the rear end of this main pack. As we head on down into turns 3 and 4, both lines looking steady as Eddie as they keep on running and moving along this racetrack down through turns 3 and 4. Mayberry with a big push there from the 33 of Vaught, but still side by side with that 747 of Albert Anderson. So we go back down into the tri-oval and sliding across the line we go, completing lap number 1 here tonight.
These guys are still trying to get up to that top speed. What you got there, Adam?
Deion Jones, I believe it was. He was off on his own, but I have to go back and look, man. That happened so quick. He went down and plowed into the wall.
I'm not even showing him on the track anymore.
That might be the reason. Yeah, that was rough. A lot of like it's not quite as organized in the rear, and that's where all that action was happening.
And I got like the 123 of John Gallagher here trying to make some moves. He's currently sitting in 30th on that bottom side here towards the tail end of this field. Looks like we're going to have somebody coming on down into pit road here pretty early. Looks like that's going to be Polk Salatoni in the 8 machine.
What in the world happened there? He
Well,
doesn't have a black flag or anything.
Deion Jones had, I think what he did, had a connection loss. He dropped straight to the bottom of the track and it got out of everybody's way, and I think he knew it was coming. That's what happened with the fort of Deion Jones.
Oh, look at the Paul brothers moving to the down below that yellow line onto the apron, allowing people to pass here. Paul brothers on their way to the back.
And that's that 72 and the 3 shuffling their way on back as really now slides his way down in front of Albert Anderson. We're going to be 3 wide up here at the front with the 10 of Andrew Cawthon on the far outside lane. Albert kind of getting trapped in the middle with no help. It looks like the 33 of Jess Vought's actually going to jump up there for just a second as we remain 3 wide racing here as the 10 of Andrew Cawthon gets a big run. Looks like Jonah Long had a little adventure there, but comes back out onto the track. You also got the 14 of Dustin Eaton out here right along in that middle line as well. Up on the far outside, looks like that's the 49 of David Kelly. He's getting some help from Dustin Wade in the 68 right now as they head on down. Still 3 wide though with that 49, going side by side with the 25 and the 34.
Miller O'Daniel joining us over there on YouTube saying, yo, what's up? 3 wide action early. That's what's up here at Talladega tonight. These guys do a lot of 3 wide racing here. So far, it's been pretty clean out here. We do have 2 trucks that had meatball flags, Deion Jones and Jonah Long. And it looks like Deion Jones got disconnected, but he looks like he's reconnected. Not sure how Jonah Long and the Ford machine got that meatball flag damage. It's from maybe losing a connection and wrecking there, Alan. It did show up on camera, so
Deion Jones did hit the wall.
Okay.
I don't know about the other truck.
Yeah, the 5 of Jonah Long has meatball flag damage as well.
It looks like that 5 is heading on down into pit lane here to get that damage done. And you know what, it's better to get it done early here. And like I know with the meatball, you have to come on down to get it done. You've got no other options. But with 94 laps to do here tonight, something happening this early in the race, it really doesn't affect you too much. As it looks like Deion Jones now reconnecting to the session as we remain 2 by 2 here up at the front. Looks like Albert Anderson finding a groove here once again, trying to make a run with some help from that 33 of Jess Vaught.
Yeah, and the front isn't the only action. There's some action back here. I've been watching Matt Beamer in the number 22 truck. He's been trying to make some moves. Got kind of dicey. There's action all over the track. That's why it's kind of hard to figure out what's happening at the moment.
Matt Beamer, one of the hosts on the Ramblin' About Racing podcast here. Right now, he's rambling about on the outside lane, going side by side with the 72 of Chan the Man.
This lower line has they haven't been doing a lot of side-to-side moving here. We've got Mike Sobanovsky, and behind him, Cody Tarrant, and in front of him, Dave Mayberry. These guys are content just to ride with each other down on this yellow line. Sounds like they're coming up on some lap traffic here.
Just as it looks like one of the Dustins maybe have tried to go 3 wide here, but seeing that they were coming up on some lap traffic, I think dives right back down into line.
Where they're gonna attack here and go around this lap truck.
Well, I'm looking for one. I don't see one in front of them.
I don't either, but
I just telling you what I heard on the radio. I'm looking for them too.
They're probably planning it already. Let's see. I'll try to find that truck out on the track. Okay, that's Tony Polk. I think they'll be coming up on. They're going to hit him. Oh, what's going on here? Anderson.
Oh! The 37 Aurelia is spinning out rear end of that truck right into the inside wall. A lot of damage on the 37. Didn't see the other truck that was involved there.
And go ahead and take a look back at it as Oh, just Albert's bumper wasn't quite squared up as he goes down. Oh, that was looks like the 10 of Andrew Cawthon getting involved in that one, as really though the 37 getting the brunt end of that stick. 10 of Cawthon getting a little damage from that as well, but still, still out there running. They go as 747 of Anderson drops on down to that bottom lane, so a little bit of a unsquare bump there, and we almost got ourselves our first caution, but we remain green flag racing here tonight.
Yeah, the 37 went down below the racing line, off the track into the apron area there, out of the racing line. So iRacing did not throw yellow flag.
That was a little strange. Now, looks like they're coming up on the lap traffic.
Tony Pope says he's going to go high and let everybody go by on the lower side of the track here. So let's hope everybody negotiates him safely here.
And Pope Salad Tony running all the way up against the wall as this field rumbles its way on around turns 1 and 2. Now down this back straightaway here as we make it 3 wide here for just a moment while some of this traffic is being navigated, heading on down into turns 3 and 4. This is kind of where it gets really dangerous here, so let's follow along here with Tony as he gets up into the wall a little bit, but does a good job keeping it up far against that wall and doesn't bounce right back down into some traffic there.
Yeah, big difference in speed there. Just nothing Tony can do but wait until the pack goes by and try to sneak in there and try to get a piece of this draft.
I think Zofeld's asking us to make a good nickname for Cody Tarrant. I got one. I don't know if it'll apply. Got some action up here.
Indeed, it's the 64 Trevor Robertson drifting on down to the bottom apron there. It looks like the 4 Dion Jones doing the same thing, trickling on down to the apron. So already going a lap down for those guys here early on. But again, like I said, ton of time here. I'm sure we're going to be seeing some cautions at some point, and they'll be able to get their laps back without too much of an issue. And for the most part, everybody who is on this lead lap right now kind of staying inside of this main pack. We do have the 82 of Mike Everidge in line with the 28 of George Rincon, 63 of Josh Oxendine, with the 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon. So Goodweiser really hanging on here to the very, very back of this thing, trying to keep all those trucks clean.
I wonder if next week, starting in the playoffs, if they're going to have like maybe a different color banner on the top of the windshield or spoilers or anything to identify playoff drivers. I'm not sure if they've worked anything out for that yet. We'll keep you posted. If we find out, we'll let you know.
You ready for Cody's nickname? Anybody?
Oh, go for
Cody Tarrant? Go ahead.
And he's from Texas, so he'll understand this. Tarrant County. Tarrant County Cody.
County Cody?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a county of Fort Worth. That's all I can come up with. You're welcome.
Come up with something.
Sweet.
Come up with something for most of these guys.
Snake our way down the back straightaway here. Got the 29 of Mayberry, who started up there on the pole. He drifted on back to right around 6th place. He's got the 25 of, speaking of Tarrant County Cody there in that 25 W machine, sitting behind Mayberry, having a good race so far. You got Mike the Spy Sobnowski in the 34 machine, still making his way up on this bottom side, doing some quiet work. The 81 Jonathan Osborne, he's already up 21 spots here tonight, and currently riding around here as he's behind David Fight up on that high side.
Trying to listen to what's going on the track. People are trying to get some black flags fixed up. Yeah. Charlie Herkus is up 20 spots. Matt Beamer's up 11. Austin Reeves up 10. David Emick up 11. So pretty good movers from the back kind of to the mid pack so far.
As they continue to run on here, coming back down across the line, going on to lap number 15 here. This field is looking very strong, and everybody doing a good job of trying to keep this one as clean as they can. Got Dustin Wade as well in that 68 machine. He's trying to push Dustin Eaton in the 14 here up to the front, and he's got some help from the 18, Andrew Player, one of our multi-time winners here, up with 3 wins.
I'm pretty sure he's locked in. I
mean, he's as locked in as it gets.
Yeah, several of these guys they're just mathematically they're gonna be in the playoffs. There's no two ways about it.
So speaking of that, here is your current standings as of right now. The people with 1,000 points, well, they got the win, so they automatically move on up. Trevor Robertson currently sitting there in 8th with a good chunk of points. Same thing with the 01 of Kelly Keel. He's got some a good buffer spot as well, but you never want to just go by on, I think I'm good. You want to make sure you're definitely there. Jordan Kahn, Austin Reeves, and Jonah Long are currently your drivers in that top 12, but Adamson, Oxendine, Ottinger, they're all right there as well. And with a good result from one and some bad results from the other, they all have an option, an opportunity to jump up there as well. But also, as long as they've run enough races, basically anybody, as long as they pick up a win here tonight, they can find their way and get locked in by winning their way in, which we saw a couple times here this in the real NASCAR where Bell got some wins to force his way through these playoffs.
The field making their way around Jonah Long, who's trying to pick up the draft of this lead pack here. See, Amanda Wade out there saying, "Let's go Team Tang," and the number 68 of Wade.
Well, here's the deal. You all need to get out there and tell Zuckerberg that we own this thing, and hit the button to like, subscribe, notification. You got to hit all those things, because if you don't, they're going to get rid of us.
We're going to get canceled.
Maybe. But hit all the like, subscribe, all that. You're going to get to check out all the action, not just VRL. We have all kinds of racing everywhere on AAA broadcasting. Trying to always have a good time.
Josh Bittner pulling for his buddy Albert out there, America's driver, saying, "Come on back up there, man. Get up there and make your buddy proud." And also a happy birthday to his guy, Chandler Paul. Yeah, thank you, Josh, for reminding us about Chan the man's birthday today. Birthday boy out there running around on the 72. Him and his brother kind of dropped back to the back of the field there. I guess they saw some stuff up front that didn't really care to see, so they're going to try to stay out of danger, at least for now. And that's usually one of the biggest reasons to just slide on back to the back, let the field kind of thin itself out till the end of this thing.
Indeed, as we continue to race on here, almost approaching 20 laps into this race, as I do pronounce a Yahtzee, and this Yahtzee is brought to you by the Flu, because the Flu just is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, the Flu. I thought it was what is it? What do they call it in English? They got the trifecta. You're going to die from everything here: the COVID, the flu, and it's the RSV, right?
RPV, or RSV.
So last winter was the winter of death, according to the president. So what is this winter? the winner of like super death?
I don't know. It's the winner of tornadoes right now.
Well, that's because everybody knows why that happened. That's because of global warming. 22, 86, and 83 are pitting. Eddie called it out. Jonathan Osborne's about to pit. English.
Yeah, they're all coming down here.
There's a bunch here. Let's see what happens here.
So they're splitting this thing up into a 3-stop race. Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh, yeah.
Still kind of short. They're still going to be short. This might be a 4... could this be a 4-stop race? Let's see, lap 20.
Well, they could be
40,
trying to...
like 60.
Don't try to do the high math. Listen, they're probably trying to gamble in like a caution near the end, right?
I don't know. They might actually be close on fuel. Was it 70% fuel here?
Yeah, 70%.
They might actually be running out.
Well, I would think they probably are. 21 laps in here.
I think we're see a 4-stop race here for sure.
Now we have like teammates calling out everybody's pits. Here comes another round of them. We'll see if we can get it clean.
That's pretty smart. Is to just have one teammate. If you're in contact with your teammate on the radio anyway, just have one of your team announce everybody's number on your team that's pitting. That's a great idea.
I agree. It seems to be very organized tonight when they've done that. Sounds really good. Man. Still have some trucks out there. All right. Austin Paul's calling out his pit and his teammates' pit. That's the first I've heard these guys do it. It doesn't take up as much radio time. Pretty nice.
That's a great point.
Wow.
It helps Lori out too in case she has to break in. Well, I think Lori, if she's in the race control channel anyway, doesn't that trump everybody's? Doesn't it allow her to step on anybody else on the radio? I think it does. Yeah, I saw the three got wiggly.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty. People were approaching the pits trying to make their pit. Now blending back in is going to be an issue. Yeah, she should be able to walk on over whoever's talking whenever she needs.
Yeah, she should have radio priority. 74 of Robert Jordan, black flag. Looks like he might have been speeding entering the pit. 74 of Robert Jordan. They're going to hold him for about 40 seconds down there, I believe.
Well, that's not a terrible penalty. There's worse penalties than that.
I mean, it's going to be a lap, just about.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Todd Smith pulling for the 81 of Jonathan Osborne out there. Michael Everidge also black flag on the pit road. 82 is going to have to serve a penalty as well. Ooh, man. The radar gun police are out there today posting some black flags on some folks for speeding.
Do they still have a guy with a radar gun out there, or is it all
That's
computers
timing
now?
loops. It's all transponder and timing loops. I guess they're cut into the concrete or something down there.
The computers just take over everything.
Yeah, just like on Terminator.
Oh, that was cool. I love the first one.
Yeah, the first one's pretty cool.
Sarah Connor.
Remember the beginning of the second one? I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Yes. Yeah, that was
and
pretty
old boy puts his cigar out on him. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, they're getting.
There's a stuntman
look at
that
all
actually.
this stuff's going on up front. I hate to interrupt the Terminator.
No, you're good, man.
Up front, they're getting a little dicey. I don't know if we're capturing it on our. That looks like we are on our radar machine.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys are doing a good job of pushing each other. There we go. The 68 moves down in front of the 33 on the inside line there. I mean, really the place to be is where there's the most trucks. I mean, I guess you could argue that the outside line is faster, especially coming out of 4 and through the tri-oval and all that, but it's usually the place to be on the last lap, I think, personally. But the inside, if you're going to go around and just click off laps, which is what they're doing right now, I wouldn't mind riding on the inside line there. Just staying down on the yellow line, stay out of trouble.
It seems to be the easiest place to ride because you have that yellow line as your guide.
Yeah.
Just hang on to it and turn left. Try not to worry about all that stuff behind you.
Jonah Long having a hard time staying right on the back tailgate there of Albert Anderson. Oh, and he's blinking out a little bit.
Disappearing, too. That doesn't help.
Yeah. Let's continue to watch that. The outside line there. The guys behind him kind of giving him a little bit of room. 5 doing everything he can to push Albert, though. He's doing the best he can to stay right on his tailgate.
It's a little squiggly. Yeah, just a little bit. I like what Emmig's doing behind him in the 2. Very straight, not trying to push the pusher, and doing a good job.
The tighter they get, though, the more momentum they'll get. As Anderson moves down in front of Wade, he'll be scored your new leader when they come back around here. Unless the 5's able to get a good push from David Emig here. And it looks like he will as they go down the back or the front stretch here. Not quite enough here. Albert Anderson, I think, still scored your leader here as the 5 is a lap down.
Oh.
He's 2 laps down, actually. He's not racing anybody out there right now. He's on a lap by himself.
Well, he just put himself out there, didn't he?
Sure.
If I was him, I'd drop out.
He's trying
it's dangerous.
Well, he's trying to unlap himself, at least get one of his laps back the hard way here. As he moves down in front of Anderson. What a move by Jonah Long. So we're starting to see what Alan Brown likes to call like the Lazy Susan effect here, the revolving door of guys passing on the outside and dropping down in front of that inside car in the front of the field. Here we go. We're getting a clinic on it tonight.
Well, if Long wants to hang out with the big boys, those big boys may try to dump him if he gets in the way too long. No pun intended. If I'm a lap down or something, I do not feel comfortable running up front here. But Team Tang, they don't care. They're all together.
Well, here's the situation, too, is that the 5, it's not because of a lack of skill why he's not on the lead lap anymore. He's involved in an accident. So, man, kudos to him for staying up there doing everything he can to try to get his lap back the hard way, because that is extremely difficult to do.
No, I'm not saying he's terrible or anything, but
I know.
It's a bad feeling when you're a lap down and you get caught up in a mix up front when you.
Yeah, and it's a bad feeling for. I understand this too, that as a lead lap driver, you might not feel real comfortable with a lap car running right in the middle of you. In the middle of a. Oh, look, Jonah Long's dropping out here.
Yeah.
So he's going to go ahead and let these guys go.
It's just a tough spot for him as a driver. You know, he's fast. He's hanging with these guys.
Oh, yeah.
He just got caught up early on that incident.
Well, check out the separation that's between the 33 and the 68 is now it all but disappears. As Albert Anderson got a pretty good push from the 68 of Wade there. They jump way out there. That's one thing you really don't want to do is get too much separation between yourself and the trucks behind you. These trucks do punch a big hole in the air, and they draft up really quick and in a hurry. So,
you know what I just noticed? Where's our friend Greg Klein? Is he something happened? Hope everything's good with him.
Did he even put in a qualifying time?
No, he didn't even show up. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's not here at all?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he had a work thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Be cooler if he was.
Yeah, it'd be a lot cooler if you did, man.
Yeah, the Tang guys, they got You can tell their paint schemes from a mile away. I like how goofy those paints are. Really colorful. Is that a Ricky Wittenberg product? It looks like it could be.
It probably is.
Wow,
Probably one of
crazy.
D&D Race Graphics over there on Facebook. Check him out if you want him to paint you a car. Guy definitely knows what he's doing, and his paints stand out.
Yeah.
They look like surf shirts or something, you know? That's what.
Yeah, like I'm going to the beach.
Painted like a surfboard or something. Ashley Osborne on here cheering for her brother, Jonathan, in the 81 machine. Thank you so much for joining us, Ashley. And Kathy joining us. One of the Anderson crew out here, Team Albert. Saying, let's go, Albert. He's doing a great job so far there, Kathy. Leading this thing after starting outside row 1. Doing everything he can to hold on to the lead right now. He's got a great pusher right now in the 68.
It's in the 14. Is that Dustin? Let's see. I think I know who that
Dustin
is.
Eaton.
Dustin Eaton, yeah.
In the 14.
He's got some killer looking wheels on that thing. They're
he
just
does.
orange and bright.
Kind of like a red chrome looking kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay. Let's see.
Of course, you can't forget about trackdogsracing.com if you want that memorabilia out there for the league and for other leagues as well. Trackdogsracing.com, your supplier for all of your VRL merch out there. Well, as they continue to click off laps here, what's going to be the key here on down? It looks like they're going to have to come in and pit again in about another 7-8 laps or so there, Adam.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to, because they're going to need fuel. I just don't know if anybody's going to try a short pit maneuver or anything crazy, or try to just run the thing straight out of gas. That's where we're going to see some interesting stuff. What I can't believe, we've seen no crash, no hatred. Well, maybe we've seen some crashes that didn't cause a caution.
Right.
But I didn't hear anybody yelling at anybody.
No. Been pretty tame here so far. We're, well over a third of the way through here now. Edith Anderson and Albert Anderson Jr. both joining us. Team Albert all the way. Go get them, son, says Albert II. Thank y'all so much for joining.
He's in his element here. I know Albert loves these plate tracks.
He does.
And he's really good at them, too.
It takes nerves of steel up there on the wheel here at a place like Talladega just to hold your line and everything. I mean, it's you're white knuckling it.
Yeah, and the deal is here we're at 94 laps, 2.66 miles a lap. That's a long time to be, concentrating, turning left, watching all that traffic behind you, beside you. It'll wear on you for sure. And he's
like running from here to
Albert does a good job.
That's like running from here to Dallas, from my house to Dallas, 200 some odd miles, and that's a 3-hour drive, 3.5-hour drive. Depending on where you're going.
That's okay. Yeah,
these guys are gonna knock it out a lot quicker than that.
Land Pass, this was 240, and it took about 3:30, 3 hours and 30 minutes. They're gonna knock it out in maybe an hour or so, hour 15.
Yeah, they're moving right now. As long as they keep some green flag laps running here, I foresee it's going to be a pretty quick little race. When we saw how many laps they were going to turn here, I mean, I mentioned it to you guys. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a long one. But look how clean they're racing out there. This is pretty impressive to see these guys out here running this clean.
And that it is, but you also got to remember we will have a competition caution coming out right around lap 47. So that is something these drivers are going to have to be cautious
you for that reminder.
Well.
I forgot about that. Thank you so much for reminding us of that. We're going to have that halfway caution.
I always forget about that.
Of course, I return at the right time as we go 3 wide racing with some trucks up against the wall there. The 49 and the 14 gonna end up splitting the two right down the middle here. Is the two. He's gonna get shuffled on back. That's gonna alleviate some pressure from the outside lane for a little bit here for Albert as we continue to charge on forward here. And yeah, they just keep moving backwards and backwards. So I don't know who that two of David Emig got upset with over, but they decided not to help him out here and either just saw that they had a run and wanted to go with it or what, but they just lost themselves a whole bunch of ground.
David Kelly in the 49 trying to pull a little side draft down there on the 82, but eventually ducked in behind the 82 here. We're back to two wide racing here again. Edith Anderson said, don't jinx it about the crashes now.
You gotta see some kind of mayhem. They're gonna. There will be one at some point later on in this race near the end, I'm guessing.
As here they come. Looks like they're coming on down to make their pit stops here. Albert coming on in. Same thing with Jeremiah Burke. I think they're electing to come on down with no traffic down there. Get easy on, easy back off.
I didn't know if Burke was going to slow down in time before he came up on Albert's back bumper there, but he was able to check it up. He knew just how much brakes to put in it.
Ooh!
Oh, Dustin! Golly!
Man, Dustin Wade getting a little little squirrely coming out of turn number 2 there.
He's getting a little froggy. Looks like he was trying to throw a block on the league owner there. And he apologized on the radio. Hey, sorry about that. About chopped your nose off.
But either way, we continue to go green flag racing here. We do expect everybody to come back on down here in the next 2 to 3 laps for the second round of pit stops. Oh, as Jack the Ripper Dixon has an issue. He goes for a little bit of a wild ride.
What happened to Jack there?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Things were getting all loosey-goosey and bobbly kind of back here, and he ends up coming down and turns himself straight across the nose of the 123.
Oof. Well, once again, happened way down out of the racing line, so we're going to stay green here.
Yeah, a lot of runoff area to kind of avoid the cautions.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a good and bad thing. Dave Mayberry is going to pit in. He just mentioned that. There's a couple. Here comes Vaught, Osborne, many others.
Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh.
Tarrant County Sheriff there off in the grass.
Oof.
Cody Tarrant, man, he I'm watching the black flag thing here. Let's see if they give him one for unsafe entry. I don't see one posted yet.
Well, I'll tell you who got lucky without getting one. That's the 81 of Jonathan Osborne. He could not put any more brake in that truck, even if he wanted to. He was locking those things on up.
Yeah, that was an
that was
interesting
a free
entry.
for all.
Interesting pit entry by Jonathan, but he made it. Good looking pink Daystar. What is that? Daystar screens.
Daystar screens. Yep.
Yeah, truck. There comes
Daystar
their
screens. TrackDogRacing.com. Both the sponsors on that.
Team 10 guys are all coming down together.
Yeah,
And the RAR guys as well. Well, at least one or two of them here.
Yeah, they trickle on down onto pit road here as people make their round of pit stops here before that competition. Yellow, some 51, Mike Adamson. He's going to end up taking the lead here for a moment with the one of David Fight. Got the Austin Paul and Chandler Paul with Ricky Wittenberg, Timothy Pope, all up inside of this chase pack. Of course, they're just trying to make it here to that midway point. They know they don't need to try too hard to try to make up some time to catch up back to where the main front grouping was, because everybody's going to get a freebie here. But it's just a matter of will they well, they're not gonna make it on fuel. I'm gonna assume they're coming on down here within the next 2 laps.
Yeah, and they're working together. TrackDogsRacing.com team, Paul Brothers and Wittenberg. Go ahead, English.
Obanovsky and Tarrant both got hit for penalties on pit entry. They served a 40-second penalty down there, so they both lost a lap there.
As looks like Adamson and Fight coming on down into pit road here. DW Derek Welsh saying he finally figured out how to chat on his phone because he's so dang old and had to get his son to help him on out.
Yeah, he's not as old as the oldest man in iRacing, Richard Gray.
That's true. DayZ rivals over there at Numb Thumbs Gaming.
Oh yeah, they love to sneak around on each other, I think.
Ooh, getting some lap traffic here a little bit there. The 3 of Austin Paul checking on up for the 83 there and able to avoid a catastrophe. As looks like that Trek Dogs Racing team is coming on in.
Austin Paul coming in, pitting as well there.
Actually, I think they're the Cult of Chaos over here.
Yeah, they're just.
Oh, yeah. Cult of Chaos, yes.
Same sponsor.
All right, let's see here. Got Jeff Ottinger coming on down. Same thing with the 7 of Russ Kilgore making their pit stops on out here. As Timothy Pope, he's kind of one of the last ones, the last holdout here. He's out there pretty much. He's got some help with the 57, but it doesn't look like he's going to have anybody helping him out in regards to the pit stop and getting back up to speed out on the track. So he's going to have some work to do as he's going side by side here with some trucks.
I'm telling you what, every time I say something about Pope's strategies out here, I'm like, I don't know why he's doing that. You know, it's going to hurt him later on. I always eat my words. He always comes back and does something amazing later on. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this one.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. I wouldn't even. He's been quiet so far. We hadn't really talked about him, but definitely wouldn't be surprised to see him up front at the end of this thing.
He's been back there lurking.
Lurking is right.
That he has, but the two things going on right now is he's got, like I said, a little bit of help there from the 83 and the 64. However, you got the 747 of Albert Anderson and the rest of this main group coming on back here on the lead lap compared to Timothy Pope still as well. And they're coming up with a head of steam. But not only that, but you also got, Tim, he's got to come down for pits at some point. There's no way he can make it all the way from lap 23 to... it'd be close. 23 to 40,
know,
47. Dude. I think that's going to be extremely close.
If he's been doing a lot of partial throttle stuff, especially riding in behind somebody, if anybody can squeeze the mileage out of this thing, I think old Tim can do it. We will see. Robert Jordan come back down.
Yeah, you'd have to just half throttle all the way around this thing, I think, to make it. We'll see. That's why he's out there and we're not.
And that indeed, as there he goes, coming on down into pit lane. Looks like he's going to have someone coming on down there with him. That's the 74 of Robert Jordan.
What it be? You don't want to do it by yourself there, man. Talked about that time and time again.
Well, they're setting themselves up perfect for this.
Yep.
This competition caution actually should be. Pits just closed.
So also a reminder that there are points here for this stage, first through 10th. I'll get some bonus points here as we head on around turns 3 and 4. The flag man is getting that yellow and white flag ready here as we get ready to head on down to the final lap of stage number 1. Albert Anderson out in front with the 33 of Jess Vaught side by side. Jeremiah Burke, Dustin Wade, Austin Reeves, and Dustin Eaton all up inside this front group as well as they come down across the line and into turns 1 and 2. Final lap before we take a pause for the cause here as they shuffle their way down through 3 and 4. If we've seen anything, we know that this racing is going to get tight, it's gonna get dicey, and it's gonna get fun as they continue to go side by side down the back straightaway here, down into turns 3 and 4. That 753, excuse me, of Jeremiah Burke giving Albert as much of a push as he can handle.
What a job.
Yeah.
What a job pushing he's been doing. But look at the outside there, Alan. 68, pushing the 33 pretty good. Let's see who can outpush the others.
It looks like Burke getting that final little oomph into the back bumper of Albert Anderson there, getting him that stage win here tonight. It looks like Andrew Player sneaking his way on into this top 10 as the
wrecking here.
Wow.
Fight went around there. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to chop you off again there, Alan.
Oh, good. Let's go ahead, kind of see what happened with the 4 and the 123 get kind of all tangled on up, and the one's just an innocent bystander of that one.
So it looks like David Kelly, not Jonathan Osborne, picked up 10th place points there on the stage. I thought it was Osborne, but it looks like David Kelly just edged him out.
And sometimes that is all it takes here, as we are officially halfway through this race, and we head on down here as this field kind of winds those engines down for just a second here. I'm sure we're going to see everybody top up on fuel, get everything all ready to go for the final stage of this race. But if we learned anything from this now, it's going to be an interesting fuel strategy game, I think, to race this one to the end.
Yahtzee.
I think you're exactly right. We're going to have guys that are going to be trying to save as much fuel as they can to anticipate some late cautions and maybe eliminate one of those stops that they would normally have to make if this thing went green. Let's see, here's Derek Welch talking about Richard Gray's like, man, that guy's got a DayZ problem. We all love playing the old DayZ game over there. That's a lot of fun. A little survival zombie game. Albert Anderson saying, good stage 1 job there, Albert. Keep it going there, son. Doing a great job out there today so far. Robert Jordan ran out of fuel.
74? We saw him come down. He came down with Tim Pope.
I don't think he checked his fuel box.
Oh, man, that is absolute heartbreak there for him. He's currently traveling at 75, 74, 73 miles an hour. He's just trying to coast that thing on along, but I got a feeling, because he's just getting into turns 3 and 4 now, I don't think he's going to quite make it.
Well, Lori's going to be on the ball here. She's going to be... okay. She already gave Robert Jordan an EOL. So that means that everybody that passed him that still has gas and a good running truck, they're not going to get a black flag for passing him.
As the field comes on down into pit lane, splash and goes for Jess Vaught and Albert Anderson. Jeremiah Burke taking a full set. Andrew Player taking the splash and go. Dustin Eaton, Dustin Wade, Austin Reeves, as well as David Emig, all taking some full stops. So it's got a mixed bag of things going on here, with people taking just some fuel or taking tires and the fuel.
Yeah, we knew there was going to be a few guys that took tires, and it might be some of these guys that lock their tires up, or maybe we saw a few guys kind of loose out there, which is kind of a weird thing to see with Talladega, but have some guys taking tires out there. I mean, they're still going to get wear on them, even though we are where we are.
That indeed. Well, while we got a second here, let's go ahead and talk to one of these drivers. And how about the guy that squeezed his way up to get get a bonus point here? That's Mr. David Kelly.
I think it did end up being Osborne. I think I read it wrong.
Are you?
I'm pretty sure it was Osborne. I think when they crossed the line coming back around, it may have shifted them. I'm not sure. Go ahead and pull up.
We'll talk.
Go ahead and pull him up. Yeah.
We'll talk to David either way here with the 49. David Kelly coming up. We're debating whether or not you were just short of picking up that bonus point here tonight, David. But either way, you're looking pretty strong there for Team Tang. I know you got a few members who haven't been having the best of nights, but you're up here creeping around that top 10, and we're entering the second half of this race. And you got any extra moves planned up in the sleeves of yours?
Oh man, you're just gonna have to sit back and watch what Team Tang does tonight, buddy. We are on a mission out here.
I wouldn't give up my strategy neither. Don't fall for that. But did you end up finishing 10th there or 11th? We were kind of confused on the scoring there. We didn't know if you picked up that bonus point or if it was Jonathan Osborne. You guys were racing pretty close.
To be honest with you, man, I thought it was Mayberry. But it's happening so fast out here, it's hard to keep track of, you know?
It really is. You guys are moving at a pretty good clip there. Well, good luck tonight, you and Team Tang out there on the track tonight. And good luck. Hopefully, y'all can get some guys into the playoffs here as they start next week.
Yes, sir. We're working on it.
Get him on back down there with his Team Tang as they get everybody all stacked back up and ready to rumble here once again. We, of course, got to thank Blue Fox Properties and Dave Hot Rod Mayberry over there. You can give Hot Rod a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell your house, either in that Tucson kind of area or across the country. Be sure to give Dave a call because this housing market, it ain't gonna change anytime soon. It's just gonna get crazier and crazier. So do yourself a favor, get yourself a good quality realtor today, especially one that's offering free consultations. So you can just give Dave a call there and he'll get you all ready to go. As getting ready to go, we go. The pace truck, I should say, with the lights off, makes his way on down into pit road. We got Jesvot, Anderson, Eaton, Wade, Reeves, Emig, Mayberry, Osborne, Kelly, and Gallagher all up here squeezing around this top 10 as we shuffle our way through this tri-oval once again. We get up and we get ready. The green flag is ready. So here we go. Back to racing with the final stage of this regular season. We go side by side. They run off down into turns 1 and 2. Albert Anderson getting a fantastic jump there. But once again, that bottom line, just with that extra little bit of a push, able to keep its nose out in front. That 14 of Dustin Eaton riding around strong here. There is some help there for Albert, though, up on the high side. 68 of Dustin Wade, as well as the 2 of David Emick, all tightly bundled up here as they head on down the back straightaway. Green flag racing, of course, once again. The final stage here gonna be about 44 laps long. So I think one more pit stop will do it for these guys, but again, they'll still have to watch that fuel as they head on down the front tri-oval here in back down across the line as they continue to race side by side here, battling for this race lead.
Check out Russ Kilgore in that number 7 Rod Baker Ford F-150 up 20 spots. So many guys out here up so many spots, including John Gallagher, John Osborne. These guys are doing one heck of a job out there. Speaking of, looks like the 7 machine jumping out of line here. He's letting everybody around. Don't know what happened there to Russ.
Probably just wants to let everybody go by, get back to where he was. Probably doing a little test run, see what he can do in the final laps.
Well, one thing's for sure, there's a bunch of guys battling it out to be the first truck 1 lap down. We got 6 guys that are 1 lap down now between 27th and 32nd place. These guys are all going to be fighting each other. So when we get another caution here, maybe later on down the road, one guy's going to get a lap back, and that means a lot here at a plate track, doesn't it?
Oh, it absolutely does. As that first car that it looks like one lap down. Trying to see exactly who it is. Oh, well, everything got all cycled back around, but it looks like it's going to be that 10 of Andrew Cawthon right now in that 10th spot. Originally, it looked like it was going to be the 57, but we're 3 wide back up here up at the front.
Man.
Oh, this is edge of your seat stuff here, folks.
Jonathan Osborne up 28 spots. That's crazy. Well, he's dropping a little bit, but still up quite a few.
Got a wiggle and a waggle there coming from the middle, but able to get that thing straightened on out once again. That's, I believe that's the 68 Dustin Wade trying to stay in behind that 747, but the 81 of Jonathan Osborne with some great help up on that outside, getting some of the pushes that he needs as he's got the 37 of Dustin Really. I believe that's who's up there trying to fight and claw his way back up here.
Yeah, and Charlie Herkus decided he wanted to go down to the low line. He didn't like being stuck in the middle there. Woo! Look how close these trucks are in the first couple of rows.
Yeah, they're making it happen up front.
I'm getting nervous though.
Yeah, it takes a lot of skill. Let's see if they can hold it.
Adam, this is usually where we see maybe some side drafting gone wrong here sometimes. When these guys go 3 wide, 3 or 4 rows deep.
Do have quite a bit of space here at Talladega. We'll see if they can hold it though. Just
there
takes
is.
there's one in the wall
goes
right there.
37. So we were 4 wide there for a second, able to hold it up into that wall. Goes that 37, able to keep it out of trouble, but unfortunately for Osborne, there pretty much goes all the help that he had. That checked up that far top side lane. Now the 5 of Jonah Long trying to get up there, gives the 81 a good shove there, getting the back end a little loose, trying to get that momentum back up and running here. Looks like the 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon trying to join the party up there as well. Ooh, it's the 48 gets up into that outside wall. Man, that thing has been magnetized or something, because we've been seeing people up in it all night long here as we continue to turn laps here from Talladega. 3 wide here in this middle of the pack.
Yeah, we were talking to David Kelly. David Kelly. Tab BZZ6 said, "That's my son. Go Team Tang." We love it when the family watches and supports their folks out here. Annalie Tovar's here, pulling for the 14. Josh Bittner says, "This ball's to the walls, guys. Let's go." It is definitely go time here. We got a limited number of laps to go here. What do we? We're under 40 left.
Well, Jonathan Osborne is given zero cares about anything. He's just staying outside. He's trying to get somebody to help him on that third line. He's trying to win this thing right now.
Well, of course, why wouldn't he? Because he's already locked in. He's already got a win. So whatever happens here, man, he's just racing to try to get that win here tonight. He has no pressure whatsoever of trying to make sure he finishes this race well. He just wants to win.
So he could do anything. Just be aggressive.
Yeah, we're going to have our first yellow flag. We got a whole mixed bag of stuff going on here, but it looked like the 25 of Tarrant getting involved in that one.
Sure did. Let's see what happened with him. He flew out of the stadium, it looked like.
Oh, right in front of him. Oh, the 37 and the 57 getting tied up right in front of the 48. The 48's able to go up and around. Oh, man.
Oh, my Lord.
I think Ricky Wittenberg ended up getting free-wheelied there. No, that was the 72 of Birthday Boy Chain the Man getting some aerial showtime there.
Ooh, kind of hard to tell.
Cody went out into the grandstands. He's gone. He gone.
Let's see what happened to Ricky, because it looks like Ricky, trying to avoid it, ended up just going all the way down to the grass. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, but a hard impact there for the 25. Absolutely just going for a wild ride there.
So this is the time, guys, when you have to have that ignition switch mapped, right? So kill your ignition, ride the clutch, turn it back on, dump the clutch, restart. You're gonna have to be doing that during these cautions. Save as much gas as you can, because it might come in handy later.
Well, so that's
Who ended up getting the lucky dog there? Everidge?
you know what? That's a great question. I think it was Everidge, as just fought Lisa Field on down into pit road here. No surprise, everybody getting topped up on race fuel, but even still topping up on fuel here, they're still not gonna be able to make it to the end. By the time they go green flag racing, they're still gonna have about 30 laps left, and I think that is still just outside of their window.
Good call.
As looks like Albert Anderson getting a quick stop there, just splashing and with a go. Looks like Jess Vaught might have taken 2 tires with some of that fuel. Dustin Eaton moving up a couple of spots. Same thing with Dustin Wade there as well. 123. John Gallagher with a quick pit stop there. David Emig taking 2 tires.
Austin Reeves took full service there. Till now to get his 4 tires. It looks like Charlie Herkis took 4 as well in the 83. Josh Oxendine, I think he had a little bit of damage, hence the extra couple of seconds there in the pits, along with a couple other trucks. One of them as well. Austin Paul, 15-second plus stops here.
Well, right now we have what it's showing 28 trucks on the lead lap. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Andrew Cawthon is going to get a just a wave around once when we get back to the line here. I think same thing with he's got the 34 of Mike the Spy Sobanovsky getting that wave around here as well. And you were right, Mr. English. I believe it was Mike Everidge getting the lucky dog here. So we get this field all stacked back up and ready to rumble.
Yahtzee, I can't wait to see how this thing turns out. We're got about 35 laps to go. Well, that's probably going to be, what, 32 or something when we restart?
Yeah.
Right about that. Yeah, 32, I think. So it's all going to come on down to the strategy game here, Adam. And most of the time, you know, with these races at plate tracks, we normally don't see a whole lot of strategy. Obviously, we see like the team stuff of trying to get together, move as a team, and stay and draft as a team and all that. But here tonight, you got to kind of think about as well, like just the fuel side of things, which is going to make this the end of the race interesting. Of course, there's a high possibility we're going to see a late caution here where it throws everything like that out the window, but still, it should still be pretty interesting here coming to the end.
Yeah, and I think the caution's really somebody's gonna get lucky on it. Somebody's gonna get hurt a little bit on it, because there will be a caution, and it kind of ruins somebody's day as far as pitting. Because we're pitting about lap 20 to 22, and we're on lap. Right, our fuel runs about 20 to 22. We're on lap 60 now, roughly.
60. We're on 61,
60,
going on to 62.
61. So yeah,
they're gonna need to stop at least once more here.
Man, I wish I had the brain power and the calculator in my brain to figure it all out, but that's what makes it fun, the teamwork stuff and the strategizing about the fuel runs and all that.
And indeed, people looking to make some moves here. The one of David Fight, the 63 of Josh Oxendine, kind of back here near 20th. Going to try to make some moves and move up this leaderboard. You got the 76 of Jeff Ottinger here in 15th right now. Of course, you got Timothy Pope, Mike the Spy Sobanovsky here, as well as Andrew Cawthon. They just got their laps back in 28th, 29th. But, I mean, you also got Jack the Ripper Dixon, Poke Salatoni, Russ Endicott all fighting to get that lucky dog spot. And then not too far off is Dustin Reilly, Jonah Long, Robert Jordan, Cody Tarrant, who just flipped through the air about 17,000 times. Of course, Dion Jones, he's hoping to get about 10 more cautions here because he'd like to get back onto the lead lap after having some connection issues here at the start of this thing.
I don't know if you guys touched on it about what's in the chat there. A little bit of opinion out there. Say it looks like the 57 car needs some side mirrors. I think that's Zofeld out there. It doesn't show his name, but I think that's who that is out there.
Talking about
Endicott, yeah.
Russ Endicott.
Yeah, when he got into. Oh, here we go. We're green flag racing again, boys.
There we go, side by side as they come back down and across the line. Even Steven goes the 747 and the 14 of Eaton and Anderson. It looks like Anderson getting some help from Dustin Wade here a little bit, but the 33 of Jess Vaught giving the important help here to the 14 as the 14 is going to dip on down to that bottom side with that run. So now it looks like the 2 of Emig is going to try to help out that 33.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I jumped back in right before the green flag and didn't realize where we were at.
That's all right. I was trying to do high math, and I didn't have your help, so we're just talking about the strategy involved with it. It should be very, very interesting to end this thing.
Oh yeah, if I'm going to start doing high math, I got to take my shoes off so I can count.
Yeah. You need more than that. Get your TI 82 or whatever it is. Out.
Yeah. TI 83X or 84X. It's been a minute.
I think I still have a couple of those laying around here.
Once again, we're seeing the preferred line. Looks like the bottom line here for most of the drivers, but the guys that are going to be making the moves are going to be finding that action, that forward momentum. Right on the outside lane here. What an exciting race here at Talladega so far. I love this track. Look at there we go. Anderson not quite clear. Got a great push from Vaught there in the 33, but not able to clear.
Ooh,
and move down.
That's also causing a little bit of a checkup here. As it looks like kind of towards the middle is the 28 trying to make some moves here as well as he fights his way up this leaderboard. George Rincon, unfortunately, looks like that run has kind of stalled out for the second. He's got the 64 of his teammate there, Trevor Robertson, now jumping up into that line. Is that 81 of Osborne? We know he's not afraid to take this thing 3 wide up to the front.
He's got nothing to lose. I mean, he's already in the playoffs. You might as well get out there and take some chances and pick up a win. We saw him get kind of stuck in the middle during that checkup last lap, but doing everything he can to try to take chances and get back up towards the front here.
There's still a lot of movement back here with Jack Dixon at 29th place. Adamson, 751. There's fighting all over the track. This is where everybody's starting to really kind of feel the pressure that this thing's going to come to an end here pretty soon.
And Dixon right now not feeling too much pressure. He is in that lucky dog spot. Just got to have to keep that truck clean to pick that one up. He's got the 82 at Everidge helping him on out. He's tucked in behind the 5 and the 55 here. There's a whole bunch of Team Limitless guys running along that outside lane trying to get back up to their teammate. Yeah,
they're lined up. That's kind of scary for the people that are looking at them through the rear view. That's Adamson, Burke, and Timothy Pope. We hadn't seen the last of those guys.
The Goodweiser guys got back together here. Oxendine and George Rincon together on the outside line here. They need more help than that, though. They're not going to make that work by themselves, I don't think. They got the 64, Trevor Robertson, the Gorilla Glue machine right there behind him, but man, they really need some help if they're going to make that far outside line work.
Ooh, we got some bobbing and weaving there as we were right along with that 68 of Dustin Wade. You could see the focus on that man's face in real life. Just absolutely eyes on the prize, looking out in front of him as he tries to push that 14 of Dustin Eaton, his orangutan Team Tang teammate, around.
Great cooperation between a lot of the team members out here tonight, which is really what you need to do at a plate track like this.
That's a great call.
Wesley Wabbit.
You've had a long day at work. You're getting delirious. Look at 82 trying to squeeze in between Pope. Ooh, there's 3 wide all the way back here. 34 is involved. Look at that.
Ooh, we got people shuffling, diving, doing everything they can to pick up the all-important spots that they can while time still is in their favor. It's 3 wide racing here as that top line just coming up with an absolute mega of a run here.
Okay, I'm starting to get nervous once again, guys.
Yeah.
Look at this gaggle of trucks.
You're going to have to come down one more pit stop. They're getting super aggressive. A little bit early for my taste, but I like to see it because it makes for fun racing.
Throw a beach blanket over the top 15 right here. They're all right on top of each other.
I was going to say you could throw an ugly Christmas sweater over that one.
You probably could.
And that's how tight these guys are right now.
Hercus came down there. I think the 81 was still there. 81 figures he better lift a little bit, let him down. That was scary for a minute.
This is like driving in rush hour traffic. Houston. Got a
Austin on the man.
Got a hand on the pistol, hand on your cell phone, you're driving with your knees.
Well, Austin, you'd be going about 4 miles an hour for about an hour and a half. So it's not really comparable there. That's a bad analogy.
Well, when you get on the toll road around there, it kind of gets like this. Bypass. Speed limit 85. Everybody's going about a 105. Yeah.
Till the deer start crossing the road.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so nervous here, boys. Look at this. Look at the snake movement we're seeing on that bottom line.
We're seeing it from the top line. We're seeing it a little bit in the middle. We've seen it at the bottom. We got a whole bunch of movement going on out here as these drivers fight and claw their way. As a little bit of a gap. Oh, the 33 gets pushed out wide. Oh boy, we're having messes all over the place here. The 2 of David Emig, though, he's basically breaking free and clear of all that. He's got not much of a help, but eventually looks like he will get some as that middle line tries to reform here. But Albert Anderson on that bottom lane controlling this race right now.
I think if I'm the 63, the biggest mess would be in my pants right now after seeing what's going on.
Oh, there goes Albert!
Wow, there it is.
Oh, no.
There it is. Oh, Lord.
Anderson on his roof.
Terrible.
123 major damage as well. Was that a push-to-pusher situation?
It could have been.
That was a pit maneuver.
No. Yeah, that was a hitting somebody in the corner situation.
Oh, man.
Somebody.
Well, it was Wade and Eaton trying to get around Albert, and then
Albert just claimed responsibility for it on the radio, but
I don't know.
It was tight. It was close.
That was a racing incident, wasn't it?
It very much was. 14 of Eaton getting snagged up in that one. Same thing with the 68 of Dustin Wade. Team Tang, they were doing such a good job out there, working well together. Just, oh man, the 123, the 81 getting snagged up. The 81 actually, for the most part, was able to get through that without too much of a problem.
I can't imagine what that looked like in the cockpit of the 747. Ooh. He went a spinning.
Yeah, he's dizzy for sure.
Concussed.
His daddy was watching, said, "Hey, all this 3 wide, we're gonna have a wreck soon." And then lo and behold, here it came. That was something.
Oh my Lord! He ended up on his wheels like a cat, though.
He landed on his feet. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah Decker, for joining us over there on the YouTube chat. Saying, "Let's go, David! Fight number 1." Where is the one machine running right
In third.
now? I think he's in third place.
Yeah, he's up there at third.
Ah, come on. How about
Well,
fight?
and
Up
Albert
12
didn't have
spots.
to. Albert Anderson, America's driver, did not have to tow. He got that thing fixed, so there's still a chance, right? We still have.
That'll help him stay on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is the money stop kind of here going on because it's still like it's super close, but I think these guys will be able to make it to the end when they go back to green flag racing. But you got Jonathan Osborne staying on out. Same thing with Jess Vaught.
If they make it with this pit stop, I don't see them making a green white checker though.
Oh no, green white checker. No, they're gonna have to come back
There's
down.
no way.
Yeah.
The three of Austin Paul missed his pit box there, had to back up.
So we got a big cluster of cars with the race off of pit road there.
Yeah.
Edith Anderson said, "My goodness, that's kind of everybody's collective thought right now. Is we knew mayhem was going to ensue sometime tonight. We didn't think we didn't think it would be right there in the front row, though.
Well, here's the problem I think we're going to see. I mean, I hate to predict stuff, but you know how it is the last lap here, last lap or two at Talladega.
Yeah, last
And it was starting to feel like we were in the last 2 or 3 laps on the just how that 3 wide racing we had for so long. That was pretty intense.
Got that feeling as well. Let's see. Zofeld out there pulling for Mike Sobanovsky in the 34 Sim Spec Esports truck. Mike had a rough start to this deal. He ended up in I think he's one of the guys that ended up with a black flag and got a lap down early. Not the case anymore. He's made a great recovery here. He is being scored 17th place right now in the lead lap. Looks like Anderson's going to take an EOL here. I think he's going to the back here. I'm not sure.
Hey, black flag's cleared. He's just going to be in the back.
He got an EOL. He got an EOL, and Dustin Eek got an EOL.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yep. So those guys are going to start in the back.
Another comment on their English. Let's see. Mary Decker. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, David fights her dad out there.
Good luck to.
And good luck, David, out there in the number 1 from your daughter, Mary Decker. I love the family aspect of iRacing. I didn't know this was a thing until we really started broadcasting league races and seeing all the family just come out of the woodwork. Not just family, but friends and coworkers and all that. We love it. We love our fans here at AAA Broadcasting for sure.
A lot of support for these drivers for sure. Yeah, they put in a lot of. It's a nice hobby. It doesn't cost too much. Most of us can't afford to drive a real race car. It's expensive as all get out, you know. So this is as close as a lot of people can ever get. And it's pretty cool to get to share it with the other friends and stuff. iRacing is a simulation, not a video game.
That's what my dad called them too. Video games. Playing your video games, boy. Then he'd hog the Nintendo after we went to bed, play Duck Hunt till 2 in the morning.
Yeah, my dad comes home with an Atari, 1982 or whatever.
Yeah, I got my cousin.
Him and his buddy are locked up playing the hang all day. I don't even get to see it. Pong for hours.
I loved my Atari. I had Berserk, a couple other games that were a lot of fun. I guess my cousin got a Nintendo, so I inherited the Atari. And
what about in television? You ever see that one? That was high speed.
ColecoVision?
On television.
No.
I had the baseball game.
Commodore 64.
Yeah.
My buddy had one of those. Well, looks like we're about ready to get back to it there, Brown.
That we are, as we got the 81 of Osborne and the 33 of Jess Vaught making the bold calls not to come on down into pit road this time. So they are, they're banking on something here. We're going to have to wait and see. And they're going to be in the 2 spots you really don't want to be if you want to save fuel as they enter that Geico restart zone once again. Green flag racing here. Was Mayberry a little slow on the gun.
Yeah, he checked up the inside line there. It looks like he's finally back running. Big check up there. It looks like the Goodweiser 28, George McCone, had a little trouble getting going as well.
Yeah, that caused a big checkup here on that bottom line, causing a shakedown through this field. The 63 of Oxendine, though, he's not wasting any time whatsoever, running all the way up to the high line to join, by the looks of it, the 49 of David Kelly. They go side by side here down into turn 3 and 4 with 21 laps remaining. Everybody now back up to speed, running almost 185, 190 miles an hour, and back down into this trioval.
Sorry, Mr. Brown, I've stepped on you like 3 times tonight. I need a demotion or a pay cut or something.
Well, you owe me 1 beer. That's your pay cut. And you owe Brown 3 beers, but he doesn't drink them, so I'll drink them. Well, he does drink them, but not
I'll
like
send
I
him
do.
I'll send him some of the stuff he likes to drink. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sometimes we don't always get like the zen right together on some of these broadcasts. That's why I had the candles going, guys. I'm trying to get everything real nice. I'm trying to be happy. I don't want to see any fights. You know, I just want to real smooth race. No, I'm trying to take my anger away. I'm trying to be nice.
Alan, have you ever heard of Bigger Load?
I
have not.
I have not. What Festivus event is coming up next? Is that
Actually, on the
Feats of
23rd.
Strength.
The 23rd, that's when I'm going to let loose on the kids and tell them how I'm going to tell them how they've disappointed me all year.
That's the airing of grievances.
Well, it's right after, it's during Festivus. It's part of those ceremonies.
Wait, that comes before the Feats of Strength, right? Yeah, Feats of Strength.
I have to get back on the...
big shake there is got some traffic going down below that yellow line for half a second. Right in here with that 123, John Gallagher up 17, 18 spots, depending on where he is. Currently up there in 17th.
Team Tank 68 and 14 tried to make a run. Something happened behind them. Oh, Lord.
48 looked like he caught a little damage, too. Jonah Long, 2 in the 5. Is that the 8?
Yeah, the Tank team was trying to go high. They got somebody came up and tried to get in front of them or help them or just cause an issue. Oh.
Thank you, Chris Zofel, for that. You guys out there watching, y'all are why we do this, so appreciate you as well. Oh, man.
See what I'm saying?
Oh. I'm calling baloney on that. The 5 acted like he got absolutely assaulted.
That was net code.
That was 100% net code on the 5. I think he could have saved that without the net code.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to net code. I was looking who was in front. I didn't see who came out.
It looked like it was Mike the Spy.
Up top, was it?
Yeah.
Kind of slowed them down. They were on a little run there up on the high line.
And then the 48 of Jack Nixon of trying to avoid everything. I don't think he knew the 8 was there. He hit Tony Pope right in the right rear quarter panel.
Well, I was wrong, so obviously don't listen to me because I have no idea what I'm talking about.
You're good, man.
Yeah.
That was a mess.
It looked like the 14 just got up and snagged the outside wall, which kind of checked up the 5. The 48 going to try to dodge that, but unfortunately he had the 8 down low on him there, and Poke Salad Tony not having a night here tonight, that's for sure.
Well, and then you got some guys topping off the fuel. This is a smart move right here in the race.
You have
top
to.
Top the thing off, yeah. Top it off.
It's gas time. They can make it now. Even if they got a green-white checker. I think they only have one available. So if they do take that green-white checker, I think these guys are going to be good if they get gas now.
Well, I mean, this caution also gives these guys that did pit back on, lap 71, right around there, the chance to save some fuel as well. So it's man, it's just an interesting call all the way around, and we're gonna have to wait to see how it all plays out. Looks like the 57 getting his lucky dog.
Dixon wrecked. He's facing backwards on the track under caution. What happened there under caution? 48 faced the wrong way there. A lot of smoke around him. I didn't see it happen.
Good question here.
Oh, damn, boys.
I'm trying. I rewound it. And I'm trying to. Oh, he just. That was weird. Like his computer died or something. That was weird. Real strange. I don't know. Brown, you probably can get a look at it. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I gotta rewind to see here. Causing a issue down there. Drifting back up.
Unexplainable.
Alien
It's
death
like,
ray.
when you go to a baseball game, and almost every baseball game you see something, you're like, damn, I've never seen that before. That's kind of what happens with these trucks. Weird stuff goes on.
I don't. We'll just call that a momentary lapse of talent. How about that?
Shots fired.
Momentary lapse.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
Some of us, our entire races are momentary lapse of.
I'm gonna stick with the alien theory. I don't want to make Jack mad.
I think he fell asleep at the wheel. He might have had a cocktail or two. It's from Canada.
But no, it was interesting. I think as he was coming back up out of the pits, just those tires, he was kind of splitting that apron, 2 tires up, 2 tires off, and I think that's probably what happened there.
I will do it. Sarah Decker continuing to cheer for her daddy out there, saying, "Let's go, David, fight. Keep moving up. You're doing great there."
I don't know if is that daughter too? There's Mary Decker and Sarah Decker. I don't know which one's which.
I think oh no, you're right. I'm sorry, Sarah.
I mean, it could
Mary
be.
Decker is the daughter. I'm sorry.
Well, is Sarah Decker the daughter, or is Sarah Decker something else? We don't know, but feel free to let us know.
Sorry about that. I just saw Decker and
yeah, there you go. Assuming things. You know what assume means?
It makes an ass out of you and me. I saw bad news, but bad news bears too. The Walter Matthau one, not the new one.
He was crushing Budweisers. It's a great movie. There you go. The boy, she's the girlfriend.
As we get stacked back up behind the pace truck here, we got the 2 of David Emig, the 49 of David Kelly. Starting this one off side by side, got 64 and the 28, Robertson and Rincon. Then you got Everidge and Player, Sabanovsky, Fight, Reeves, and Wade all up inside this top 10. Right outside of it, you got Matt Beamer, who's picked up a win here this season as well. Let's see here, you got Herkis, you got Burke, you got Adamson, Cawthon, pretty much everyone here still on this lead lap all the way back to 29th with Russ Kilgore. They still got a shot at picking up a win here tonight, just depending on how their cards kind of fly around there.
That makes it so much better when you have almost 30 trucks on the lead lap. Everybody's got a shot here at this point. I love this. This is going to be awesome. Josh Bittner and Amanda Wade kind of making fun of Jack Dixon, said, "Hey, somebody tell Jack Dixon he can't park there." And Amanda Wade coming up with the hashtag you can't park there.
Put that on his truck next week.
Pretty good.
As the pace truck comes on down and into pit lane, we go back to green flag racing here. 15 laps left to go. Side by side, they trundle on down into turns 1 and 2. Still side by side, neither lane giving up an inch. You got Mike the Spy Sabanowski giving the 82 as much of a push as he can, get him back up to that 64. And it's, that Goodweiser team looking very strong here in this late stage of the race. Big run coming from that outside lane. There goes that 49 of David Kelly. He is clear for just a moment. Is he gonna use it? Yes, he is. Diving on down at the last possible second in front of that 2.
Here we go. The outside line starting to form back up. And look at that. Here comes Timothy Pope there. A few trucks back from the lead. He's got a teammate or 2 up there with him. Let's see what they can do. The Goodweiser guys, man, what a performance out here from these guys. Let's see if they can capitalize here in the late laps.
Yeah, but they've been quiet and steady all race.
And they're all
talked
together.
A lot about them. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Jess Vought's linked up with looks like Osborne trying to make a run.
As we go 3 wide here, the 64 and the 28. Teammates 4 wide now, getting everybody split up here in the middle. Will they figure this one out? Looks like they will. The 49 of Kelly. Man, he just got absolutely freight trained there, left in that middle lane. As the 82 now kind of left up on the high side. Oh, we got contact, and we are going to have ourselves a big pileup.
This is the big one. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Every truck we just talked about involved in that one, I think.
Wow, man. I don't even know where to start with that.
Well, the 18 a player is the first truck I saw sideways, and I don't know what caused it, but then I saw all the Goodweiser guys get piled up. Tim Pope piled up. Yeah, pretty much.
Try the 28. Something happened with the 28, and I don't know what happened.
Looks like
he got hit. With 64 hit him?
Oh, just not a straight-on bump from the 64, sending the 28 on around. Here, I gotta get better camera angles at this stuff here. Hold on. As that's the initial contact in the incident. The 8 ends up getting excuse me. Oh yeah, man, hard impact up into the wall there, and you can just see as everyone is staggered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trucks abreast here, as everyone tries to find their way and shuffle on through. Pope, the 82, the 18, the 10, the 64, the 28, the 3. I don't. There's not enough numbers here available to us to list how many people got involved in this one.
Who was the truck trying to push the 28?
That was the 64.
Was it the 64 of Robertson?
Yeah, he blew an engine here as well. So just teammates, a slight little bobble on the handoff there, and got themselves into some big problems. And we're gonna see a ton of people come on down into pit lane getting some damage fixed here.
Yeah, and you got to feel for the 64 right now. He did not mean to do that to that other truck up there. He was just trying to push, and sometimes it's really hard to follow the line of the truck in front of you. Not pointing any fingers by any means, but I guarantee you he's probably not feeling the best about all that right now.
Well, it's broadcaster curse. Y'all kept talking about Goodweiser. You did.
Well, I mean, all right, I'll take it.
I did too. They were having a really good run and just bad timing. Let's put it that way.
And I mean, not only that, but I mean, we had just gotten cleared on, a 4 wide situation where I was almost certain we were going to see something come up from that, but no, they were able to sort that on out, and it was just after it that we saw that caution come on out. Do we know who the lucky dog was? And I believe it was Jack Dixon. I think
so.
If he didn't get involved or any X in that, so we'll have to wait and see. But it looks, it's
maybe I'm not sure. It just jumped.
Yeah, it's tough to tell at this point. But
we'll see if they send him around here.
Well,
Well, Jack Dixon would have got the lucky dog last caution, but he was involved in the incident.
right,
So.
and it's showing him on the lead lap right now. So
Okay, so he must have
either already gotten it because the lucky dog would have gotten waved around by now, or or nobody got it because everyone got something.
Everybody got an X.
I
don't think we've seen
totally
anybody
possible.
with. Have we seen anybody get penalized for incident points? I don't think we have yet.
Haven't
Jonah
been paying
Long-
attention to it really. 17X and you get a penalty. I don't know.
I know Jonah Long was disconnected here because of packet loss. He's got a bad internet connection. Something happened with him. Hopefully, he can make it back for the end of this thing.
They're not disqualifying anybody for incident points, but you will get penalized after 17 incident points.
Is it a pass through?
No, it just says penalized. I'm
Okay.
not quite sure.
Well, either
could
way,
be
we're
anything.
gonna get back going to green flag racing here. Final 10 laps to go here at Talladega in this season finale. Charlie Herkis, Dustin Wade, Mike Adamson, Jeremiah Burke, Jonathan Osborne, Jess Fott, Russ Kilgore, John Gallagher, Dave the Mouth, Hot Rod Mayberry, and Jeff Ottinger all up inside of this top 10. And oh boy, is this chase to try to find their way into a championship spot. Woo!
I'm with you, man. It's exhausting, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah, well, yeah, and the one working the hardest is Mr. Brown. So,
Yep.
no, it's
I'm in
a
agreement
tough
here.
night for you. It's a long one, a lot of stuff happening, and we're just trying to work through it. Great race. Not saying it's a really fun race. It's just there's a lot
grueling.
going on out here. It's grueling. And can you imagine if you're actually behind the wheel?
Oh.
You got to be just worn out by now mentally.
Well, speaking of, we have another call out there in YouTube land from Albert Anderson saying 10-lap exhibition race between the guys in the booth. No rules. Anything goes. Can I get an amen on that? I think we need to do a
Okay. But where?
maybe a AAA broadcasting sponsored no holds barred figure 8 race or something.
I'm going to have to take both of you out early, and then maybe I can win the thing.
I'm down for that. We have to set something up later.
Yeah, maybe we do it like a and then we'll just
Off-season.
record it pre-race, and then we'll show it for the race. Only 10 laps. It won't take too long. Be kind of fun.
Or make it even longer, shit. I don't know. Make it interesting.
Oh, you want to put some money down?
Sure.
You want to go a little bookie action? I know a bookie. Of course, he's in the northeast part of the United States.
As we go back to green flag racing here, got the 83 and the 68 side by side. Jeremiah Burke giving a big shove on that outside line to Dustin Wade, but the inside line with a up 34 position 83 of Charlie Herkis, and we go 3 wide already. Jeremiah Burke getting kind of shuffled out of line here. Looks like the 33 of Jess Fott drifting on up there as well, trying to help him on out. The 81 Jonathan Osborne. We got absolute mayhem going on as people shuff and dive and dodge and do everything, as here comes, man, the 22 out of nowhere. Matt Beamer, season opening up the middle, uses it to his advantage. Same thing with the 7 of Kilgore, making some big time moves. Oh my goodness, we just saw about 18 different trucks do 18 different things and shuffled this field all around.
Oh, here
there
it
goes
goes.
the 83 right in front of that 33 of Jess Fott. Oh my goodness, I think he was able to stop in time. Oh my goodness.
Fight upside down in the grass.
Well, they gotta know. You gotta turn that on about 1 lap to go. You know what I mean?
Brutal right now.
Yeah, we still have a little bit left here, and it just looked wild from the start.
Sweet.
83, it came up onto the 22, I think, and
Oh man, talk about getting sandwiched there. Sorry for the fight fans out there, but we're gonna have to slow this one down as he just gets absolutely pinched between two trucks and goes flipping and flying here. Okay, we'll go back and take a look here, and we'll watch it from the chopper camera to see exactly what happened. Looks like a little bit of sideways contact and movement between the 83 and the 22, just drifting up the track right in front of Jess Vaught there. And I think other than the initial little tap to Jeremiah Burke up there on the outside, I think Jess Vaught was actually able to back it on down and avoid too much contact there. He did ride that outside up, and then he gets into the back of Jeremiah Burke. His outside of that truck looking a little banged up.
Well, Jonah Long saying, well, I'm now out of the playoffs now. Yay. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, buddy. Amanda Wade saying 3rd to 26th. Now 2nd. I'm stressed out watching this. I don't know how they race this. It's not easy for them either. They get the adrenaline pumping. It really is crazy out there. And then Kelly saying, come on, Vigilante Force guys. Jess, Dave, Greg, get that win. I think that's probably Kelly Keel out there. I'm not sure.
Yes, it is.
I don't think he's racing tonight.
He is not.
But he says, Dave, get up there, push Jess to a win out there. May see it happen. Or even just push Dave to a win. That'd be cool. Cool to see the race sponsor pick up a win.
It
Love
would
to see.
be.
I'd love to see Dave Mayberry pick up a win. That'd be awesome.
It's still anybody's race. Let's be honest.
Oh, you're right. 100% correct, sir.
Well, let's go back and kind of look at the points right now. With looks like again all those guys with 1,000 points, they are automatically entered in. So we're taking a look here at the rest of that top 12. Of course, Jonah Long was hanging on to that 12th spot, but unfortunately here tonight, if Mike Adamson finishes this race, then he's going to lose there. But kind of looking back down the line, some other people that need a win, like Albert Anderson, he's a little bit too far out of it to try to pick it up on points, so he's gonna have to get a win here. So other people like trying to see here. There we go. Let's see. Robert Chipman would need a win. I don't think he's out there here tonight. Ricky Wittenberg, he would need to get a win. I mean, John Gallagher, he's been out here all season long. He would need to get a win. There's a whole bunch of people that would need to get a win to end up getting into these playoffs.
See, Ricky is on the lead lap. He'll be restarting 15th place. I mean, we've seen crazier stuff happen.
Well, all you got to have is a big one like we saw the previous wreck there where everybody was involved.
You said Gallagher, too? Gallagher, yeah, the 123, he's in 5th right now. That's plausible.
So you're saying there's a chance. There's a chance for dang near anybody on a lead lap at this point.
Oh man, this is gonna be an awesome little shootout here, and we do have one green-white checker in the bank should we need it. I think they do one. I'm 95% sure that they only have one. Josh Bittner says it'll be interesting to see if more guys are on the track with wounded birds.
Well, I remember when Captain Sully hit that bird and he wounded the bird.
He hit
Then you
two
had to-
piece. He knocked out both engines.
They had to put it in the Hudson.
It was more than just two. There was a whole flock, man.
Yeah, boy, that was something, wasn't it? That's not what I think of with birds. Bad things. Birds are nasty. Now, you know those ones in the parking lot? They're just nasty and they're always eating trash. I hate those things.
All right, note to self: on Adam's birthday, send a carrier pigeon.
Pigeon, yeah, pigeons are nasty too. Although I do love dove hunting. I love dove. Tastes good, dove do. But those nasty parking lot birds, ooh, they look into your soul. They get on the hood of your car and they look into your soul. Sitting in your car.
The sun starts to set here at Talladega. We're going to run the final 6 laps with Jonathan Osborne up at the front. The 7 of Russ Kilgore going to be starting on his outside as everybody gets stacked back on up here as the pace truck makes its way on down one more time onto pit road here. It's been a eventful second half, and I got a feeling it's going to get even more so as looks like Mike Adamson and Dave Mayberry, both drivers needing to win to get in here tonight, trying to find their way through this last couple of fields here. As we go back to green flag racing, 6 laps left to go with the 123. John Gallagher down on the bottom side, giving a little bit of a push. Almost some contact there as Hot Rod drifts on down the track. The 28 of George Rincon is back up here towards the front as well as we head on down into turns 1 and 2. Now the back straightaway here, keeping it a little bit more tame on this restart than the last one, as everybody kind of keeping their position here, waiting for that last second to make their move.
Yeah, they're still coming up to speed. It takes a lap or two here to get up to speed here. Kelly Kill saying, hey, drivers, keep it green out there. Let's see what y'all can do.
Really wish Valiant could see this race. I hope he's watching. This is good.
Zofeld pointing out that 34 of Mike Simonovsky, he's still in this. He is in that low line. He's about the 6th truck back, which I've been in that position. I've won a race from that position right there after the big wreck on the last lap here. Hopefully we don't see that. Hopefully we get a good race to the finish here. They're 3 wide up here.
That they are bobbing and weaving. Oh, contact between the 7 and the 28 as the 81 goes down into the apron. He gets all flipped around. We remain green flag racing, though, as that ended up drifting on down to the apron. So that's leaving a door open, and the 29, the 123 gets loose down into turns 3 and 4. Oh, there goes the 18 crossing across the track, and that's going to bring out the yellow flag, which means we're going into some bonus time here tonight with a green-white checker finish for these guys.
David Emig, one of your guys that was in the top 10 there, also involved. Austin Paul got a lot of damage on that truck. Well, hell, boys. Thought we might see it go green. Oh, Jack Dixon on a mission there.
Yeah, 57. Looks like he came up a little bit. Oh, man. That was wild.
And just everybody getting all knotted up there.
I don't think fuel is going to be an issue. I think damage is going to be an issue now. There may be some guys that are going to have to come down. Let's check the roster here. Oh, my goodness. Look at all the meatball flags we got. David Fight, Austin Paul, Andrew Cawthon, Andrew Player, Dustin Riley, Jonathan Osborne, all with meatball flags. John Gallagher in the 123 has a black flag. I'm not sure what that was for.
Would that be for the incident points, maybe? Or could it be just because he passed
I'm not
during
sure.
the wreck? Sometimes
did
it's a
he
little
get
goofy.
spun down into the pits or something? That might be
he might have. You know who's having a really nice race quietly is Austin Reeves in a number 6. Up 14.
He really is. He's up a bunch of spots.
I saw him moving. He was just following Vaught before those crashes and looked like they were on a mission.
And look at George Rincon. 28 was involved in the last caution. He's up 28, 29 spots. Is he going to lead this thing? On the restart, or is that going to be Mayberry?
It's a good question. Rutabaga.
we're going to see here. This guy's got deep back double file here. Brown, is that going to be official? Is this going to be official green-white checker? I guess it will be, huh? If they're only running 94.
Yeah, indeed. So we're having ourselves an official green-white checker finish.
Well, the Tarrant County Sheriff, Cody Tarrant, in the 25, got his lap back there. So good on him for sticking with it and battling those other trucks that are a lap down to get that lucky dog. 25 in the Dubby machine. You're a Dubby fan, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am.
I've yet to try it. Maybe one of these days. I'm still a black coffee guy in the morning. 2 cups of black coffee, I'm at the door. Little reminder from race administration on the radio saying, hey guys, just as a reminder, if we get a restart here and it gets all wadded up, we get a bad wreck here, that's going to be it. The field will be frozen as iRacing is in charge of throwing the yellow flags this season. Kelly Kill out there saying, go get it, Dave. And also a shout out to Dustin Really as well. Zofeld says both SimSpec esports drivers back on the lead lap now. So always some hope there if you could be on the lead lap on the at the end of one of these plate track races.
Yeah, and remember here, especially at Talladega, just because you're in the lead coming out of turn 4 doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win this thing. It's the chances are actually against you, I believe.
That is notoriously the worst place to be, is like inside the lead car on the inside line. But we have seen that car or truck win.
We have, but
it's not usually the case.
You're right. I think the chances are against you, but you can still win. But the chances are pretty low.
Probably
I'd give it about 25%.
Yeah, I'd say even 1 in 3, maybe.
Right.
1 in 4, 1 in 3, something like that. Yeah. Most of the time, it's the outside line that gets together and just gets a really good run off of 4, or everybody wrecks out and the guy that's in 7th wins or something. You know, you never damn know at these places.
Well, the guy in 7th would be Austin Reeves. He wouldn't mind having that happen.
Austin Reeves, even the 123 back there, I think he's in 9th. He's in 9th place. He's in a good spot too, just in case.
Well,
got an escape route down there on the low side.
We're going to see some intense racing for the next 2 laps.
Oh, it's time to get on the edge of my chair again.
That's the main thing. It's going to be fun. Let's just get around on that white flag and then let's let everything break loose. How about that?
Hopefully they take the white there, Alan. If they don't take the white flag and they get another yellow here, the field's frozen. It's over.
Yep, that it is. So even though you want to finish this under green, you got to make up as many spots as you can right now. As here we go, the 28 and the 29 side by side heading into the tri-oval. One more time behind that pace truck before it peels off down onto pit road. It is time to buckle up, strap on that drinking helmet, and throw inhibition out the window. It is time to go green, white, checkered racing here for the final time in the regular season. Hot Rod Mayberry getting a great restart there, jumping on out in front by a nose. Eventually, it looks like the 753 Jeremiah Burke, he's going to pop up to the far outside lane. The 63 of looks like Oxendine moving on up there to join him, and then trickling right back on down. There goes Timothy Pope, shooting and beating and dodging and banging his way onto the front of that middle row. That 20 of George Rincon, though, still holding stoically onto that bottom line.
And alive. We saw Dave Mayberry kind of lose his help there. Now he's back on the outside line with new life. He's got the 63 behind him. It's who has the best pushers here as these guys come around to take the white.
As Jess Vaught moves his way on up and around, it's going to be 3 wide, 3 deep at least as we head back down across the line here. Will they get there before something happens? Yes, they will. White flag is waving. Mayberry up on the outside, Vaught on the bottom side. Oh, we got wrecks happening in the middle of the pack, but it doesn't matter because this is the white flag as they hustle and bustle their way down the exit of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway here. Still 3 wide as they enter that back straightaway here. The 63 fighting as much as he can, getting a big push from the 753 here. 753 creeping to the outside lane. 747 of Albert Anderson needing a win to get in as well. Fighting his way on up through here, trying to get up here to the front. Jess Vaught, though, continuing to lead here on that bottom side. Here comes the 6 of Austin Reeves coming with a run on the outside line. The 63 is going to pop up there with him, getting him a little bit loose, beating and banging down and across the line. It's going to be Jess Vaught for the win with Timothy Pope and then Jeremiah Burke.
Wow.
God. We almost saw Austin Reeves get a podium spot there. Mercy.
Albert paddled his way back to top 5.
I think the 6 ended up a couple hundred feet in the air there.
There was some anger on that last lap. I heard some
Well,
angry drivers.
the big giant wreck that happened in the middle of the field, a lot of people were pissed.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to even look at that. I was just focusing on the front.
Well, as soon as that happened, then I skipped to the leader because I wanted to see what happened up front. But it'll all get digested during the week. Friendly reminder, please wait at least 24 to 48 hours before you start sending Lori messages. Pretty please.
Rewatch. Sometimes it's best to hold your tongue a little bit and
Yeah, it is.
watch the race, because the heat of the moment, you've been in the seat for probably close to 3 hours with your practice and everything, so you're already mad. You probably got to, eat or use the facilities or something. So just get out of the seat, take the headset off, and, put up a candle and put some velvet up, like calmate, let's calm down. That's what I've been doing, and it's really helping me.
So Vigilante Force and league owner Jess Vaught with the win tonight. Look at the Limitless guys, though, man. What a job they did tonight, finishing 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 9th. Great job, all them guys. There's not many teams that work together as well as they do, but you got to give it to the Vigilante Force guys as well. Dave Mayberry, man, I think a lot of us were kind of in Dave's corner thinking, man, wouldn't it be awesome if Dave could pick up a win here and race his way in? And we love seeing the sponsors and stuff of these races do well. So, man, I was with Kelly Kill there. I was hoping that somebody pushed Dave Mayberry to a win, but just wasn't in the cards tonight for the 29 as the 33 takes the win.
Now, and it's going to be the driver who finished in 9th gets the random draw driver of the day. So that's going to be the 751 of Mike Adamson.
Oh, very cool. Mike Adamson.
Got him a top 10, a little bit of money on the side. That's not a bad job.
We'll let the admins know.
Yeah, do that typing on your mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, it's loud, isn't it? I'm sorry.
I like the way it sounds. It's very...
Sounds like I'm in a...
nice. least you're not on a typewriter.
Well, either way, we can head on down to the podium where our third place finisher here of Jeremiah Burke is sitting in weight. Jeremiah, in that 753 machine, try as he might, ended up just a little bit short here, finishing in third, though. A solid run here. You had a championship spot all locked up already as it was, so it was kind of like a freebie race for you here, and it looked like you might have even tried to help Albert out here up at the front as well.
I was trying. It just, it all went to hell, just like a normal Talladega race. I don't know how we all got back to the top 5 after all that mess, but I'll take it. That was a fun race to finish. Big shout out to Jess, because we were in one of those wrecks, and he pushed me back up 3 wide, and we went from, 18th, 19th, back up to 3rd or 4th to get us back in position. So it worked out. Good win to him, and thanks to Mike, Tim, and Albert, and all that. And we'll hit the championship rounds now.
Yeah, I had you for sure pegged to finish 5th or 6th, maybe, when you guys came out of the tri-oval. But at Talladega, as we've seen, anything can freaking happen right there in that area. What were you looking to do? Did you have kind of an escape route planned in case guys were wrecking across the line? That's kind of always in the back of my mind. I'm always at these plate tracks. I'm like, okay, when I come out of 4, I want to be here. When I come out of the tri-oval, I kind of want to be here. Did that factor in at all, or were you just kind of flying by the seat of your pants out there?
So I had a plan until I got into it with the 63 there on the last lap, and it kind of all went to hell after that. And my only goal after that was to make sure I finished in front of Mayberry, because I did not want him to win the race, because we couldn't have a new winner. Mike's like right there on the borderline on points to get into the chase. So
okay.
I was just trying to make sure we didn't have a new winner there. I just figure if I finish in front of Mayberry, that means he didn't win.
That's great strategy.
So I was looking at, and I still didn't watch the replay. I don't know exactly what happened, because I was 5th in the middle of the tri-oval and come across the line backwards in 3rd. So I'll take it.
Hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, especially here at Dega.
Oh, yeah.
The 4th, coming out of 4, it's just nuts. And we had a really good race, interesting race. A lot of weird stuff happened. But this Dega had some fun. What are you thinking about next week? I don't even know where we're going, to be honest with you.
Dude, I've been so focused on this week, I don't even know where.
Okay, so none of us
I'm
know
going
where
to go
we're going.
look it up. Hold on.
We'll look it up. But what about some shout-outs? How about that?
Yeah, Mike Adamson, Tim Pope, Albert Anderson. Honorary mention to Jeff Watt today, because I wouldn't have been up here if it wasn't for him. You guys for putting on a wonderful broadcast. Ricky Wittenberg, I know this is last season sponsoring the league, but if you still need some paints, hit him up. You need some houses, hit him up.
He's good at both, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's a one-stop shop.
Next week's going to be Homestead, Miami at night.
Awesome.
Oh, that's going to be an awesome race.
That's going to be a fun race. I love that track. We're going to have to figure out a way to beat Jess there. He is bad fast around the bottom. So I'm going to go turn some laps and see what we can do.
Awesome, man. Well, great job here tonight, Jeremiah. Good job there, and good job to your team. And we look forward to seeing you here in this championship run coming on up.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week.
As we move up this leaderboard here for a second, we'll move up to tonight's second place finisher. That's going to be the 728 of Mr. Tim Pope. And Tim, getting yourself a good finish here. Of course, you were as well locked already into that kind of championship 12 with a win earlier this season. But hey, some extra little bonus, good vibes going into it definitely doesn't hurt. Finishing here in second, up 17 spots. But it looks like you definitely had your work cut out for you. You were kind of way back there for a while.
Yeah, just trying to hang out, trying to miss the wrecks till it was go time, I guess. And I was able to work my way on up there and slide in there.
So all the hard work paid off, and the waiting, and I saw you choosing some lines that were running. there towards the end, I said, well, he's following where the runs are going, and it really did pay off for you. Great job out there tonight. Jeremiah mentioned that y'all are going to have your hands full with Jess Vaught next week. Jess loves running at Miami Homestead over there. You guys going to get together and do some limitless only practices over there? Maybe work on some pit strategy.
I don't know. We probably ought to, yeah, because he's pretty doggone good there. Try to figure something out.
Well, I have no doubt you'll get something figured out. Good run tonight. Kind of hung back, did the smart thing, and ended up in the podium. Up 17 spots. Great job. Who do you like to thank?
Our teammates, Limitless Motorsports, we had a okay run tonight. You guys for broadcasting, Ricky Whitberg for the paints, and I think that's about it.
Awesome. Well, great job out there tonight, Tim. Congratulations. Welcome to the Championship 12, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in the final 3 races of this season.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to take a step back here real quick and talk to our 9th place finisher, and that's going to be the 751 as well, a member of that team, Limitless, having a heck of a night out there here tonight. Doing a great job. Mike, congratulations, getting some bonus money. Not only that, but I think with a top 10 finish here tonight, you have secured your spot into this Championship 12 as well. So you're going to have an interesting final 3 races of the season.
Well, we're still tallying up the points as far as I know. Hopefully I'm in. It's not the way I would have wanted to come into the playoffs, but most certainly would have liked to have had a win under the belt, but I tell you what, just these last few days have been horrible for me. I've been under the weather. It has been one battle after another, but just keep my foot to the floor and just keep moving.
Well, hey, man, I hate that you're sick. Hopefully you get better, man. I know there's a lot of crap going around. We had the flu going around in our household here a couple weeks ago, and hopefully you kick it soon. Hey, you guys should be proud as hell about how y'all have done this season here, you and your team. Look, all y'all are in the top 10 again this week. That says something to your teamwork. You're supporting one another, and your practice and your work ethic, man. You guys got nothing to be ashamed of, even if you don't make the playoffs. Definitely hang your head up high, man. Y'all did a hell of a job this season.
Absolutely, yeah. Even if I don't make the playoffs, I'm still going to go out there and do my best to try to win every week, as I always do. But like I said, if not this season, we'll look forward to next season. But yeah, the chemistry with Limitless is beyond any team that I've ever been on. Tim, Jeremiah, Albert, and myself. We just all really work well together.
Well, top 10, great job by your team. You've got a little extra money winning this little thing here. So, you got some shout outs?
Absolutely. I want to thank my teammates, Team Limitless as always, Tim, Jeremiah, Albert, and my wife as always supporting me in my little hobby. I know it does get expensive sometimes, but just appreciate everything you guys do, Jess and Lori. This is definitely one of the best leagues I think I've ever been a part of.
Awesome, man. Well, good job out there, Mike. We look forward to seeing you in the chase here for the final 3 races, and good luck, buddy. We can't wait to see what you and Team Limitless has to offer.
Absolutely. Thank you guys again.
And with that, we move on up to tonight's race winner. It's going to be a guy who's already won a championship and has secured earlier this season a chance to race for that championship. It's Mr. Jess Vaught in that 33 machine, coming back from an interesting strategy call there, not taken to the pit on one of those cautions right around the 30 to go mark, but it ended up working out for you, Jess, even coming back after a wreck. Man, oh man, you had your hands full here on that final, call it 10 to 12 laps or so.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. I thought after that wreck where me and Jeremiah were on the outside, that was pretty much going to be, nail in the coffin there. It's hard to work your way up. I think we were like 25th or something at that point. Strategy call in the middle, I think I would have been fine, man. We went in, everybody else was going to have to pit, which was borne out. You know, I think the next caution, everybody went in, and so I went right back, I think, to 6th, and so we're pretty good shape there. And like I said, me and Jeremiah ended up getting caught up, and I don't know what happened. We were on the outside for that wreck, though. But yeah, overall, man, incredible talent that I saw tonight. 50 laps. I don't know if you see that very often at a super speedway, caution free in the first half of this race. That's just incredible. So I had a really good time.
Hardly ever, and especially with a truck count like this, there was 36 drivers out there, and to run that many green flag laps, it says a lot to how clean these guys try to run out there week to week. But so what's on everybody's mind, especially Team Limitless over there, is how good you run at Miami or Homestead, Miami. We got a night race coming up next week at Homestead, Miami. These guys are going to be practicing their asses off out there, trying to take you down a notch there, Jess. What do you got to say about that?
Oh, they told you they're worried about me at Miami. I do love Miami. It just fits my driving style, man. So I'm sure they're going to be hunting for me for sure. I'm just glad to be in the show. I think a lot of people, I wasn't crazy necessarily about coming up with a playoff format, but it seems like the guys like it. And so if they like it, hey, why not, man? And the next season is going to be even bigger. We're going to have a 10 race playoff next year. It's going to be I don't have it worked out. 7 races. So it's going to be 2 rounds of 3 with that final championship race for the 7th race. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Miami. Hope I perform well at least, and if not pull off a win, that'd be great to get a victory.
And impressive tonight. You look like you were, when you're in the middle of the pack, I just catch you. I was be watching one driver and I'd see the 33 just ripping through like you stole the dang thing. So you did a great job coming back from, some adversity. Looking forward to these playoffs. I mean, I don't know what else you can have in store next season. It's going to be better than what's going on here, but looking forward to all that, and shout outs as well. What you got?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I need to rack up. I'm gonna try to rack up the playoff points tonight, at least. Barring review of the race for penalties, I'm gonna go ahead and do the points and post them tonight. And then as we go into these 3 playoff races, they're gonna get playoff points for any stage win and they're gonna get 5 points for any win added to their total once we base on everybody at 2,000. So we'll have a rack and stack. Should be interesting, and it's kind of a preview for next season. So I'm looking forward to that. I do want to give a shout out to Limitless Motorsports. I know it's a rival team, and but we love those guys. And Jeremiah tonight, I mean, the only way I came back up through that pack was having somebody good to push. And we just ripped the top there to get back up front. He held an incredibly steady wheel. He held a pretty wheel. So and also a shout out to Tim Pope for pushing me to that win. You could have been a lot more difficult there. I think we were just playing a little bit more safer as we come to the stripe there. And then my team, for everything they do for me, my wife for everything she does for the league, and you guys, of course, for the great show you put on. Thank you.
Well, Dave Mayberry had some fans out there in YouTube land. One of them, Kelly Keel, saying, man, it'd be something if Jess Vaught could push Dave Mayberry to a win. Hey, in the back of my mind, I was like, man, wouldn't that be something?
I tell you, we had a chance there. He was on the outside on that, I think, that last restart. And of course, we're in the same team channel. And I said, if you can get up here alongside me, man, I said, I'll push you to a win. But of course, there's no ability for me to check up there. I got Tim Pope on me. You know how aggressive he's pushing that truck. So, and I want to wreck us. And if I had a chance, a great run by him tonight. We played as best we could, but you got to get a little bit lucky on these things too.
Well, and the Limitless guys kind of knew that. Well, if Dave Mayberry gets a win, that's a new winner, so that's going to knock somebody out. And they were worried about Mike Adamson getting knocked out, and they're like, we need to keep Dave Mayberry from picking up a win here. So it kind of explained why we saw everybody kind of scatter away from Dave there on that last lap, and he kind of lost all the support there he had.
Yeah, he sure did. And then, I looked at preliminary points right now. It looks we got 4 people going in on points, and I got to go do some math real quick. I don't know if Adamson made it in. I think he might be 1 spot out. So, but I'm going to take a look at it and get it posted tonight.
Well, Alan, I think anything we post is going to be unofficial anyway. We could post kind of projections, but we'll definitely stay tuned to you guys' channel and stuff, so we can get some official
Yeah,
stuff.
we'll throw it on Discord tonight. I'm just
Cool.
going to go look at who got the stage points, verify that for sure, add it to what the current totals are, and then post what we have, and then then we'll go look at have to look through the entire race over the next couple of days for penalties. But I don't. I talked to him already. I don't think he had any incidents, so it shouldn't hurt him there. But it depends on the people around him, right? So we'll see how that went down.
That indeed. Well, heck of a job done here tonight, Jess. I know you got a lot of work on your hands coming on up, so we'll let you go here, buddy. But great job and good luck here. Final 3 weeks coming on up.
Yeah, guys, been a great season. Thank you for your support.
All right, and so with that, oh my goodness, as we close things down, it was definitely a Dega night here. It didn't look like a typical Dega at the start, but as always, they never fail to impress at the end.
I had my doubts coming in. I told you guys that, and then when I see these guys racing out here and see how clean they do, and so much 3-wide action out here that with other drivers, other leagues, it might not have turned out this great. But man, edge of your seat action, fun all night long. We did see some chaos there on the last lap, but hey, man, that's what happens here at Talladega. But for most of the time tonight, man, what a great race!
Yeah, it was wild and fun.
Indeed. So let's go ahead and tell everybody where their favorite driver finished up here tonight. And that starts us off with that 33 of Jess Vaught picking up the race win. We're going to have Jeremiah Burke there in this, it's not Timothy Pope, excuse me, in that 728 picking up second place. Jeremiah Burke, though, he did finish in third for that 753. Got Dave Hot Rod Mayberry finishing up strong there in fourth, with Albert Anderson in the 747 finishing in fifth. Matt Beamer in the 22 machine fought and clawed his way to a sixth place finish here tonight with the 7 of Josh Oxendine. Looked like he had a chance to get a win here tonight as well in seventh. Same thing with his Goodweiser teammate there, the 28 of George Rincon. Would have been nice to see George get a win here tonight. Mike Adamson getting a good spot there in ninth. Hopefully it's going to be enough for him to move on through, but we're just going to have to wait and see. With the 6 of Austin Reeves flipping and flopping and flying through the air, rounding out tonight's top 10.
Yeah, 82 of Michael Everidge started back in 28th place. He'll finish in 11th tonight. 12th place will go to Austin Paul in the 3 machine. We saw him involved in a few incidents tonight, but still in the top 15. 49 of David Kelly will finish in 13th place. 14th will be Dustin Wade in the 68. Russ Endicott in the 57 truck will finish in 15th place, up 3. Andrew Cawthon in the 10 truck, finishing down 10. He'll finish in 16th place, still in the lead lap, though. 17th will be Dustin Eaton in the 14. 83 of Charlie Herkus in that RAR truck will finish in 18th place. He worked his way back up from the back row, so great job by him. Tarrant County Sheriff Cody Tarrant in the 25 machine will finish in 19th place. And rounding out your top 20, that number 7 Rob Baker Ford F-150 of Russ Kilgore.
34, Mike Sobanovsky, 21, 21st position. 18, Andrew Player, 22nd. 55, Ricky Wittenberg, ended up 23rd. 76, Jeff Ottinger. He was a little upset at the end of this thing. 24th, number 2, David Emig. 25th, 1, 2, 3, John Gallagher. It finished 26th. 48, our Canadian neighbor and friend, Jack Dixon, 27th. 72, Chandler Paul, 28th. 74, Robert Jordan, 29th. Number 8, Tony Polk, ended up 30th. 81, and Jonathan Osborne had a rough one there. He's really had a good race, just kind of ended badly. 31st. Number 1, David Fight, 32nd. Deion Jones in the 4, 33rd. Trevor Robertson in the 64 truck, 34th. Dustin Reilly in the 37 truck ended up 35th. And Jonah Long in that number 5 Tang machine, 36.
Hey, I got an update if it's okay, Brown.
Oh, good.
Looks like Jack Dix has said although there is a lack of talent behind the wheel, he could proudly say that that incident of him facing backwards is because his screen turned off. His screen went out on him. I guess he just slammed on the brakes and just tried to, get it turned back on, but he lost his monitor. So,
you
hey, it happens to the best of us, man.
You can tell something weird happened.
Yeah, something weird did happen, but that's what it was.
All right. Well, that's all right. Either way, that will conclude our finishing order finished up here tonight. We thank each and every single one of you for tuning in and watching, because you guys are the reason why we do this and have such a good time of doing it. So thank you guys so much. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so that way you get alerted every single time we go live, because you don't want to miss a single second of this great racing action that we bring to y'all. And of course, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you liked what you see, so that way you can get get maybe some more people on in here, getting this great show out there on more people's suggested feeds. So thank you all for that. Of course, a big time thank you to Blue Fox Properties and Dave Mayberry. Give Dave a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell a house. He's an experienced broker down there in Tucson, so if you're looking over there in that Arizona area or across the country, Dave can help you out. And don't do any buying or selling of properties by yourself, man. This market is absolutely insane. Get yourself a good quality realtor today. So with that, we look forward here to Friday night, where the Num Thumbs Racing League ARCA Series heads over to Michigan, one of our favorite tracks over here in the sim. That's going to be an absolutely fantastic show that we can't wait to bring y'all. So until Friday evening, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We're signing off.
We gone.
See ya.